Mongochatter.
We hot?
Mongochatter.
Yeah, drop that beat.
Yeah. When are we going live? We're live right
Drop that beat. Huh?
Yeah, put that on camera. So that's Hulk Hogan sponsored beer.
Oh, no shit. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
Real American beer. Wow.
How do you feel after drinking it? Like, yeah. Oh, you haven't. Okay.
I might have to have
Yeah.
a brass
You wanna,
monkey,
like,
dude.
yeah.
A little what would that be? Gold monkey? Brass gorilla, I guess. Hulk Hogan is a gorilla, not a monkey.
Feels a little smoother than Bush,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Smoother than Bush. Yeah. Do you feel like breaking a chair over somebody or ripping your shirt off or? Okay.
All about the Simpsons references. We're going to get into some shit today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mongochatter After Hours live stream. This is the May brunch edition. We got some fucking mimosas. We got some real ghetto charcuterie boards going. We got the homies from Signal Life 212 in the place with us. Here we are at Simon's Pad, back once again. Will, our technical producer, holding it down. My co-host, Simon Payne. It's your boy, John Hanks. We're doing the damn thing. How you doing today, Simon?
I'm good. It's Sunday morning. It's easy.
Sunday
like
morning
Sunday
coming
morning.
down?
Yeah.
And on the couch, we have three guests right now to introduce. To my right, we have Alex Martinez, San Antonio Ripper, Signal Life 212 representative. To his right, we have Zane Aderman, that's German,
Yo.
Alpha, Disco,
That's
Ebert,
good.
Robert, Muchacho, Alderman, Nancy, Nico.
November.
Yes, November Rain. And to Zane's right, we have Signal Life 212 Mastermind Josh Lucio.
How's it going?
Thank you, gentlemen, for being with us this morning. We appreciate your time and ripitude.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Oh, it's amazing. Fucking, I'm glad this. Not many people are.
Yeah, this is great. Man.
Cheers. Not many people are.
Cheers.
Cheers, Simon.
Cheers.
Not many skaters will really meet us on 11 a.m. on a Sunday morning. It's kind of a big ask.
Yeah.
So.
It's skaters over 30. I think we can do
Skaters
that.
over 30.
Well, yeah, I've had the idea maybe like a skate shop should be open from like 6 to 9 or 6 to 10 a.m. and like offer coffee and donuts like for like because who's spending money? It's old dudes.
Yeah.
Like maybe these guys got to get it complete before you go to work for the big day after
Exactly.
work, but you just don't have time. So, just a thought. Today we're gonna get into some shit with the Signal Life dudes. Find out what they've been up to and what their company and vibe is all about. But as usual, Simon, I'd like to ask you since last week spoke. It's June 8th, okay, and this is the May live stream.
It happens.
It does happen, whatever. It's scheduling. It's just scheduling.
Yeah, we're time traveling. Yeah, I like that.
Everyone's everywhere. That's a Marge Simpson reference. What's been the highlight of your time since we've last streamed? Tell me about your merry month of May.
I realized, like, God, we're already in May, and kids are gonna be out of school and all that shit. So like, I quickly got with my boss. I'm like, hey, I need to take like 3 to 4 days off. Like, I just wanted to fucking like skate a skate park before summer exploded. So, and I did it. It was amazing. Yeah, I just fucking like actually one day I did go tubing, but that's part of it too. But yeah, just did some like me time at skate park. A lot of times just by myself, and that was a blast. Just locally, I'm a big fan of Rosedale Skate Park, so I definitely did. I did that. I don't remember. Like, I think maybe I met PJ at Hayes or something at one point.
You got a little reel. You got a little clip reel on here, don't you?
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, it's somewhere.
It's, I think, Will, the name of the clip is going to be Highlight Simon's
Oh, and then
Edit.
it all ended. I forgot. Not that I forgot, but I had tickets to see The Damned on. So and that ended up being on the last night of my little staycation, and I just kind of piled out at the Damned. So I apologize for anybody in my immediate vicinity.
What do you mean by that? Explain.
Oh, I was definitely told to like calm down at one point. Like I don't, like all right. I love The Damned. Also, this ticket was $45 like I'm not gonna fucking calm down. I'm here to enjoy myself too. And if you want to cram yourself to the front row and like and not expect people to kind of bump into you and shit,
You were
sorry.
interrupting someone's live stream from the damn concert?
Yeah,
What was
yeah, I
that?
probably interrupted somebody's live stream or something.
This is actually a clip from my highlights. I think it's called Highlight Simon's Edit. It has that
Yeah, no,
and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's me and Jimmy G. Well, I guess we'll talk about it. It's my highlight was
Yeah. What was your highlight?
I went down to Corpus Christi. Jimmy G and I worked it out. We went to the Seven Palms Skate Ranch.
How was that?
It's amazing. Cole and CW have in their backyard. That was. Want to go back and talk about the Damned, or you want to talk about the skate ranch shit? Just for our viewers at home, sorry for the confusion. We do have a clip of Simon's excursion, his skating and taking time off to beat the heat and beat the kids before the Rugrats get out of school. This is not it. It's called Simon's Highlight. Highlight Simon's Edit. Gotcha,
It's the next one.
No worries. It'll be the next clip.
So, but tell me about so what is it called? The Seven Palms Skate Ranch.
Skate Ranch. It's DIY in the backyard of Nicole and CW. They are skateboarders. They're married. They're married. Common law. They live together. They skate together. They build together. You went to San Marcos.
Probably. I'd be honest. Like it was a while ago now. Something like that.
Yeah. Oh shit. Well, yeah. This was okay. So I see. Whatever. There's the Damned. How was the Damned? Bottom line.
I mean, I've seen them like 4 or 5, 6 times. I don't know. Yeah, they were good.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you see a band that much, you're just like, okay, yeah, I don't. Pretty amazing. Yeah, it was good.
You went back in time and got some
Yeah,
footage
from back in the day.
the early
Yeah.
days.
So Skate Ranch looked like all pull coping.
If I recall, yeah, there were some sections. Well, there's 2 sections. There's like a big bowl, and then there's like a.
How big? Deep?
It's big and deep, but it's kind of perfect and mellow. It might be like 12 feet or something. But it's pretty mellow. It's just on the cusp of like run out ability.
Okay.
Like I flew too close to the sun and ran out of something, and I was running down the wall, but it wasn't like ridiculous.
Okay.
Like it was just manageable. And for 12 feet, that's a pretty good transition. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Do you guys dabble in the vertical arts at all? Do you do vertical riding? You do? Lawrence?
Just transition, right? Like mini ramp stuff.
Like, you ever wear knee pads?
No, I've never actually. I guess I just kind of. It's more like just mini ramps and transition, but I've never tried to skate actual vert ramp. Once I did at a Texas Ski Ranch. Remember that Texas Ski Ranch, like in was it San Marcos or New Braunfels?
Oh, I've heard about it. It was
Yes, years
where
ago.
that.
I tried to like do it, but I didn't actually go for like dropping in or anything. I was just going as far as I could up to the coping. So the answer is no. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always like a trip to try to figure out if you're going to run out or actually do a proper knee slide, you know what I mean?
So you've done the vert shit.
Yeah, I've been around it. I'm not like I don't. I feel like it's the same way. I always say this about like surfers and shit. It's like it's disrespectful to call myself a surfer or say that I surf. It's like I wouldn't want someone with like a longboard or whatever to be like, oh, you know what I mean? Just like a casual person be like, oh, I'm a skater. Um.
I see
So,
it. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really claim to be like a vert skater. I don't. I don't know how to knee pad slide. I'll put it that way. So I'm not a vert skater because I don't know how to slide on.
But you still skated vert.
I've skated on vert, but I don't know how to slide out of shit on my pads. So I think that's the mark of like a vert skater, someone that's automatically going.
Right
to
on. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How big was that? You said you ran it was like 12. You said 12.
Yeah, it was 12.
I think anything over like 8 is like is that vert? I don't know. That to me it's like if it's big it's
Well, shit,
right?
You guys know
Like 6.
you say Nani or Nanny? Nani Falcone, Nanny Falcone,
The skate park?
Annie DeFranco. Say Nanny or Nani? Well, because
Yeah.
they got vert there. That's like a mini ramp, but it's fucking vert over there. You know what I mean? Like the world's only vert mini ramp.
And it's got the gnarly coping.
What do we got going on in the chat? Someone says, Fly J26599 says, what's for brunch? Well, we got some ghetto
Hors
charcuterie from
d'oeuvres.
the HEB. It's like some processed meat and cheese and
Chewy
some
beef.
crackers. It probably with some like dye on it, but no, it was $17 for the platter. So,
Damn.
John Esquivel,
Esquivel.
you do some big frontside grinds. That's basically a vert skater. Yeah, okay, dude. I appreciate it, but you know, I don't know. Whatever. Thank you for anyone following along in the chat, though. That's always appreciated. Keep the comments and questions coming for our dudes here on the couch. Nanny, Mario's in the house, and he says nanny equals nanny like Fran Drescher. Nanny.
Yeah. The nanny, yeah.
The chat's just going off. We don't speak bad of HEB. Okay.
That's true.
So yeah, my highlight was definitely just going down there and taking some time in the midst of, as we say, contest season, all these events going on. I just took some time to screw off and go to Corpus and skate, chill out. It was fun.
Did you skate something beyond the skate ranch? Seven Palms Skate Ranch?
I went to Port Aransas and did, as our friend Seamus has taught us, I did the life hack of, should I say it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Oh, you don't want to give away the life hack.
You're in on this too. Should
Yeah.
I mean, well, how many people?
You can make it vague, kind of like a skate spot.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you got
there's-
to DM him for the actual location.
What you do is you go to Port Aransas. And they're like Texans. They're like, duh, dude, we already know this. And actually, Nicole and C-Dub just told me to buy a fucking pass for $12, and you won't have to do it. But if you want to save $12, take a right onto the beach. You can drive on the beach down there in Texas. But you're driving on the beach, and you're gonna come across an establishment, a little bar, with like parking. And you can kind of park there and go into the bar and get a beer and then go swim without getting a pass or anything. And me, I don't like to spend too much time at the beach. I like to go, swim, fucking get on with my day, go skate, eat, whatever, keep it moving. It's perfect. So that's I skated Port Aransas before I did that.
Yeah.
Moving right along. Simon Says.
Wow.
It's become a beloved
Section
category.
section of the show.
What do you
Yeah.
got?
What I got? Okay, my Simon Says for this month is, well, exactly what you just said. It's summertime. I'm a big advocate of incorporating a little bit of swimming, or at least some water access with your skating. So, here in town, I don't know. You know what? Has everyone gone swimming at San Pedro Springs Park? That place is dope, and it's free.
Years ago, yeah. But I mean, yeah. I think I like swam there. I think we skated Pedro a little bit, and then we like,
Yeah.
went and just got in the water.
Yeah, and it's fucking free.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's crazy busy,
We
but
did do like it was like me and Carlos. Too bad he's not here. We were doing the fucking what is it, the King of the Road essay, King of the Road.
oh yeah, I heard about this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Say?
And one of the
Yeah.
challenges was to go to the water to Pedro, like to the pool,
yeah.
and then like do a trick like a tray flip, and then you had to swim across. If I'm remembering correctly, it was a tray flip, and swim across the whole pool.
That's sick.
And then like so we did it, and like I think we went in there. And like Carlos did like a tray flip, like we're in the changing area, like where you change inside there, because
Sick.
they'll run you out, and like they kind of know.
Yeah,
So like
sure.
we went and he did like a quick tray. Then I think he
Yeah.
missed it, so then we did a tray flip right outside where the water was, inside
Okay.
the pool. And then I think he landed it, and then he tried to swim across, but it was really hard because there's kids everywhere.
Yeah, there's kids everywhere.
people
Oh, yeah,
everywhere.
yeah. I mean, it's a big pool.
But so yeah,
Yeah.
if that qualifies, yeah, you know. And I
Yeah.
think I did it once, but it was a long time ago.
And y'all speak right into that fucking berserker. Yo, as locals, does it have a rep? Like, is there a rep to the San Pedro Springs swim? Good or
I would
bad?
just go drive to Lando Park. They have a zip line there too in New Braunfels.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm down with that. Like but I'm just saying local. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't think. I mean, I've been in San Antonio my whole life, but I don't think there's a local rep to it. I think you just go swimming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
thought it
like
was
just like
dope.
any public park where they have the pool that you pay
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
what is it, like $1.50 or something.
Yeah.
You just go in there and you just So I don't think there's like a thing to it. It's just
I
like
was just
whatever.
wondering if, like, there's a lot of people that hang out in that park. You know what I'm saying? Are those folks going swimming?
No, not
Like,
really.
yeah,
No, it's mostly families and shit.
Yeah.
No.
There's always a lot of kids, a lot of families.
Yeah.
You can tell. You'll see
Yeah.
the vibe. You'll see the kids. You'll see the families in there. It's usually just people just trying to, I guess, just cool off from the heat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say, it's like kind of like you're saying with going in the ocean. Like, it's free, so like,
They have the
You know.
lifeguards. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't seem ghetto or sketchy.
yeah.
It just seems
That's
like
all-
people
yeah,
just
I guess
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
all I'm trying. And I'm not trying to diss on San Pedro Park. You know what I mean?
Don't
But
because
it,
it's fucking badass.
Well-
I'm just, you
Yeah.
know, it's
and it's only open like, I think it's supposed to open like June 15th, and then it shuts down by the end of July. What's that? Oh, is it already open? Okay, it might be. Yeah.
Well, going back to that part, you said like if it was sketchy and stuff. It is. It can be.
Okay.
It's definitely-
Josh says otherwise.
Definitely fucking sketchy. Yeah.
Yeah.
See people
Oh,
stab.
the park is sketchy.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because I was all sitting here feeling bad. I'm like,
No,
yeah,
no,
I'm
no, no.
shitting
You're
all
right.
over
You're
the
yeah,
fucking-
but they don't go swimming though.
Yeah, yeah. The sketchy folks tend not to go swimming. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I know what you're saying.
Mhm. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
So
down.
you're saying you gotta skate and you gotta swim.
Yeah, of course. You're not going to do it the other way around because you're going to be like hot, sweaty, and yeah, ready for a swim. I'm just saying it's free. It's a central location. It's large, but yeah, it's filled with people. I think they take you out like for 45 minutes and then you clear out for 15.
They do like a break thing, I think.
Yeah.
But so talking about skating and swimming, like what me and Sam, you guys know Sam.
Yeah, of course.
yeah.
Yeah.
Me and
Sam's
Sam
a river rat.
and my sister, what we would do was we used to drive up to New Braunfels and go to Faust Bridge, which is
Yeah.
closed, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
But we used to go early, well, as early as we could as a skaters. We're getting there like at noon, you know?
yeah.
And then we would skate the park,
Uh-huh.
and then we'd skate the park for a little bit and like just fuck around, and then
Yeah.
we get a little skate in, and then we'd go to the Faust
Yeah,
Bridge and go
exactly.
swimming.
That's what I'm talking about.
So it was that was like our thing. That was like really fun to just
yeah.
do those two things,
Yeah.
and then end the day swimming all day, get some beers, drinking, hanging
Exactly.
out,
Yeah,
and
beers
then
are
come back
a
and come back, you know.
necessity.
Yeah. I don't see. It's like you gotta swim. In the summertime, I kind of gear my whole skating day around like, oh, where's to go to swim? What near that is where?
Should
Um,
mention where we went, right? Went to Kerrville. That was cool.
Excuse me. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Kerrville. Kerrville's it was cool. I didn't go swim. I forgot my trunks, but there's like some crazy ditches and like weird, like concrete that goes up into trees and stuff, so you can
Oh,
kind of
shit.
Oh, rad.
find some weird stuff out there. What was the park? You remember the park? Yeah, but we got to go back because that was.
Oh, is
yeah,
that
super nice? Super nice.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
No, yeah, no, it was cool.
Oh, cool.
rad.
Yeah.
Rad. That's got to be the move. Yeah, and there's a skate spot nearby.
Yeah, it's like right by the bridge, and there's like a ditch that just goes all the way down, and you can, I don't know, find a line there or something. And
Sick.
I was trying to wall ride this tree, but
Wall riding trees.
it
Yeah.
didn't work. Hurt my hip. And
Oh yeah. Well,
Alex is gonna put it in the chat. Looks like.
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my Simon Says. Yeah, it's summer. We're in South Texas. It's swimming season.
Yeah. You gotta say it like get off my lawn, like go swim.
Get
Why
off my
aren't you
lawn.
swimming?
Go swimming. Yeah.
So we got the dudes here from Signal Life 212. What is let's just start chopping it up. What's with the name?
Signal Life. I just got out of a relationship, and single life, Signal Life. Just thought it would be a cool name. But also, like I do video art and projection art, and so I just thought that would throw that in there too, like video signals, all that stuff, and
Oh, I like it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
And,
also
uh, Is there a significance to the 212 aspect?
just area code that I'm in,
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
because everyone does 210. I just 212. That's just the Instagram tag where it's just Signal Life. So,
Signal
yeah,
Life.
Signal Life.
What? Okay.
Mhm.
Right.
Who all's on the team?
Yeah.
Or team? Is
There's
it?
there's a few of us. Yeah, it's obviously we got Zane, Alex, Carlos, Lou, Alan, Alvin.
Yeah.
We got our photographer Nicholas.
Okay.
Unfortunately couldn't be here today, but who else we got? Fuck. Casey.
Johnny?
We
Johnny
got
on
Johnny
there?
Blaze.
Johnny
Oh, Johnny
on?
Blaze.
We
That guy
got
rips.
Richard. Man, I feel like I'm leaving somebody out. There's a
Well,
lot
you
of
got
us, yeah.
You got a good squad of local.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good squad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Always looking for riders. It's
And-
more of a
and-
skate crew kind of than a
Yeah,
really
yeah.
a team.
Hell yeah. And is there like a goal, a project? I know you guys are obviously doing boards and
Mhm.
merch, and that shit is rad as fuck.
Oh, thank you.
Is there like a video project in the works or something of that nature?
Yeah, we're trying to film. I'm just calling it a promo. Just it's gonna be like 5, 6, maybe 7 minutes. I don't know, because last time I put a video together, it took like 3 years,
Yeah.
17 minutes. It was way too much. Lost footage, and yeah, it was just a headache. So I'm trying to make it a little easier this time around. But it's gonna be more of a. It's gonna have good skating, of course. It's these guys rip.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
I'm gonna try to market it more as like it's gonna be an art project.
Okay.
So,
I like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's a very like I don't know, artistic is the right word, but it's like you don't want it to be a cliche, but it's an artistic thing that you're doing. Artful. I think I like the word artful better than artistic, I guess. It's an artful thing that you got going on. What like how would like Zane, like how were you like drawn to this? Like where do you come on board with this? What's your connection?
I just was at the shop one day at this like techno thing, and then I just skated with them after, and then they let me be a part of it. I don't know, I wasn't trying to be a part of it, but I kind of got like pulled in. The signal pulled me in.
The
It
signal,
drew-
yeah.
It drew me in.
So like techno music?
Yeah, there's a techno thing at Central. I'm a big techno
Central Skate
guy,
Shop.
like house techno,
Yeah.
and Josh dabbles in a lot of that too. And then I just skated with them after, and then they let me be a part of Signal. So that's where I come in. I'm the newest guy on it.
Okay. Sick.
I just am the implant.
What about you, Alex? What was your initial connection? I feel like you've known these dudes for a long time, right? But
Yeah. Zane I just met, but I've known Josh for years. I think he was a few years younger than me. He's an underclassman than me. We went to the same high school together. Um, okay, yes, he was 16.
What high school?
Oh, we went to Jefferson High School, right here. Yeah,
Okay.
they have a nice 7 out front, a long 7.
What's the skate shop? Well, Texas Asylum. Met him in the back of Texas Asylum. We had some bunch of wood stacked up, and we were trying to make this like little bank, and we were skating it, and he came and just introduced himself and just started skating with us, and yeah, ever since.
That's crazy because I don't actually I remember bits and pieces of that, but yeah, I was sponsored by a local skate shop. It wasn't as big as like Good Times at the time. Good Time was the powerhouse here, in San Antonio,
Yeah.
but it was like a little local shop, and I had got sponsored by that shop, and I must have been like 17 or something. But I met Josh, I guess then. But the cool thing about Josh is that I've always ran into him like years ago by, and then we did run back into each other, and he would always be like. I remember seeing him at San Pedro, and he was like filming his friend. They were skating in like at San Pedro Park, like, and like he was filming and like, even I remember him on MySpace. He was always like filming and editing like skate shit. He's always skate stuff, and he'd do these funny skits. There was one he did of like him and his friend like they're getting into their car, and like they're trying to start the car, but the car's like hesitating like, and then like finally it goes over and it explodes like, and they did like the graphics or whatever. And it was fucking cool, and I was like, damn, like I thought like. I was pretty impressed back then. Like he was always doing stuff before I started getting into like editing and all that. But yeah, I've known Josh for a long time. So what happened was we always kind of skated with him. We were always like seeing him at Happy, and we'd skate and stuff. And he was like filming, so we'd go skate and film with him, me and Carlos, and we would get footage with him. And he was just like always like had like nice cameras, like cool fucking lenses, and he was always like had lighting, He was always really good at the filming and editing stuff, and we would just link up and just film randomly. And then it was kind of sparse here and there, and then he was like, hey, he messaged Carlos and was like, yo, I'm doing this board Signal Life thing. And Carlos, he's like, I want you to ride for it. And Carlos was like, yeah, cool, like I'm down. And then he messaged me a little later, and he was like, yo, you want to like get on this thing too? I was like, hell yeah. So
We hadn't really seen each other for a while, and then I ran into him again at Nick's birthday, and then that's when I was like asking you about, jumping on.
yeah, so it was kind of through just that, but yeah, I mean, it's really cool. Like it's cool to like just kind of hang out and film. And Josh is just a really cool person, super like chill. He's always been really really great. And one thing I've noticed about Josh is that whenever he goes onto something, he gets super into it. And I've told him that before. Like he's doing he got into the DJ stuff, and he just like goes all in, and he's good at it. But he's the kind of person that once he gets into something, he gets all in.
Yeah.
No, well, hey, that maybe you're just focused, man.
Yeah.
You're just focused, I think, really. But
Where does like Nick come into all this? Because Nick seems like his photos and stuff seem like a big part of the visual side of things.
Yeah, especially now because I just don't have time to film everybody, and I just Nick's an awesome photographer. I always loved his work, and I think he needs more exposure. Not that I'm the person to do that, but if I can give him skaters to like shoot, like I think he could really do some cool stuff with it, and he did immediately. And yeah, I met him at Habby randomly one day. It was like freezing cold, and I think I was like bummed out. It was like right before New Year's. Just went to go skate by myself. It was like raining, kind of drizzling.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's just this dude just there by himself, and I was trying to like, I don't forget what the fuck I was trying, but he just comes up to me and he's like, hey, can I take a picture of you? I was like, all right, well, I guess. And he's like skating or what? I was like, no, can I just just get like a portrait or whatever? I was like, all right, well, whatever. And ever since then, we've just been.
That's cool.
That was like 2018, something like that.
Oh, sick!
Yeah.
Wow, damn, that's tight.
And yeah, I just told him with this project, is like, do your thing. Like I don't give him any kind of direction or anything. Like he just does it. And
Yeah.
Wow,
So,
that's interesting to hear because it seems like it has the impression like a concentrated effort as far as like like you're taking a lot of, you know, like brands or whatever people, you know, it's easy to like shit something out, you know, but it
Yeah.
seems like you guys have been taking your time and are a little bit more thoughtful
Hmm.
with what you're doing. So it's interesting to hear that it's just kind of like lining up like that because it does feel or seem to be like concerted, like
Yeah,
you know,
'cause
like
I've been part of
intentional, as the kids
yeah,
say.
I've been part of like a lot of like collectives and involved with a lot or work with a lot of artists and stuff throughout the years. And what I've realized is that you just can't force anything. Just whatever happens, let it flow. If
Okay,
it works,
that's good advice.
If it works, it works. If it doesn't, just
Yeah.
learn from that and move on. But yeah, that's and honestly, it's been working out perfectly for the most
Yeah.
part. Really haven't had any issues. This is like the most fun project I've worked on. You know.
It seems like it feels like it's pretty well received in the San Antonio skate community, and like the reason why I wanted to ask you guys to be here is just because it feels like something that's like exciting that's happening. Like there's something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
It is. There's like the art aspect to it. It doesn't feel like derivative. You're not putting out the same old shit, and I like it. And it feels, to me too. It feels really San Antonio, which I like. Yeah.
I was really drawn towards like has like a cyberpunkness to it, kind of to you.
Yeah.
A little bit like some of the
Yeah.
graphics.
I can see that.
The futuristic vibes.
Yeah,
Like
I
that.
like that
goes
part.
well with
Like-
the house jungle thing, right?
I don't know about all of that. That's like in his mind. But
Yeah,
just
but
I
dude,
look at
it's-
it, I'm like, that's cool. It's like cyberpunk. There's like Bart Simpson graphics and stuff.
No, it's
Yeah.
cool. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
Me too.
Shit, I feel like Simpsons as a whole. I always end up talking to Alex about.
That's right. Alex is like a Simpsons expert.
I mean, should we go down? I don't know. What's your favorite lesser known Simpsons?
Gil.
Oh, Gil, old Gilly.
Gil.
Oh,
Yeah,
Gil?
you know Gil.
Gil.
I don't think I know Gil.
He's always like working different jobs. He's always like losing his job. He's always
not
working.
going
You know
so
Gil. You
good
remember
for
Gil?
old Gil. Yeah.
Good old
Gil's
Gil.
like this. He's like the washed up boomer that like needs a break so bad and it's just not going good for him, and he's always like, yeah, he's just like a cuck of life. Like it's like he's just
So if Gil skated, would he be like an old timer, like ball skater? Like when he brought his boombox to the session, what would he
I
play?
feel like he would bring his boombox and all the shit and like have like
And it
this
wouldn't
whole
work,
idea,
yeah,
and it
yeah.
was like, and then someone else would be there with the music already going, and he'd be bummed. And like Gil's just
Yeah, he does get a break.
Gets no breaks.
Yeah.
He's like Rodney Danger. If Rodney Dangerfield was like emaciated and like not funny,
Yeah.
but funny, you're not laughing with Gil.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. I like
yeah,
that.
That's
What's your lesser known Simpsons character then, John?
my favorite.
Just maybe lesser known. You like
Oh,
yeah,
just
absolutely
like
favorite.
A good character that's I mean, Frank Grimes is neat. That's like low hanging fruit, I guess. Frank Grimes or Frank Grimes Jr. I think there's funny ones that are like they're not like super prominent. Like what about like Moe's? It's funny and it's sad and it's like I'm a bartender, but it's like Moe's like when Moe loses his fucking sheen and he has to go back to bartending college, and the guy's just like the guy who taught him just like gonna go away now, and he like walks into a fucking pond and just drowns himself. It's like very dark. That guy's pretty funny. Not to get dark, but yeah.
You never seen the one where the dude like commits suicide in front of Mo? He just like walks into it.
Yeah, he's like, oh.
I didn't expect that either.
I guess I tend to tune out after like season like 8 or 9.
It was in a later season, but
Yeah,
it was
it was good
still,
one,
it was still in a good pocket of where season 10 or whatever.
We do have some really good positive vibes. I've been slacking on telling you guys what's going on
In the chat.
in the chat right here, but you got rippers. I like the vibe of a shorter. Okay, Bad Rabbit. I think I know that's Seamus. Rippers says Seamus. John Esquivel says I like Esquivel. John Esquivel. Who is that? I don't know who that is. Probably someone we know, but I don't know. I like the vibe of a shorter 5 to 10 minute video. Dave Cook says, "Where's the eggs Benedict and hash browns? I'm hungry for brunch." Nick's birthday. Mario says Nick's birthday with the 2x4 skateboard. You guys know what that means? There was a 2x4 skateboard at Nick's birthday.
That's right. Yeah, I brought the 2x4 with me to Nick's birthday. For some reason, I don't know why.
You left an impression on Mario. Dave says Alex is a ripper with mad pop and rad style. Signal Life rules. Let's go.
Alex is a rail
right.
chomper.
John Esquivel is skating a signal board at the moment.
Wow. And he's
And he's in the chat.
Yeah.
Fucking love this dude. Mario says Signal is a breath of fresh air in the
Yeah.
SA scene. We couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Yep. No, it's fucking.
Any?
I'm not going to mention any names, but there's some people that have been running the scene for way too long here.
What'd you say, Zane? Sorry.
Sorry, I overstepped you, man. I'm just saying, I'm not going to name any names, but there's some people that have been running this scene for far too long.
Oh shit! No, let's.
Getting
Hey,
fiery.
I mean, there's
go.
there's
Getting
there's stuff
spicy.
there's
Can we
stuff
talk
going
about
on.
that?
There's stuff going on besides them, but they're like the main point. I mean, I grew up in as these dudes did. They're good. They're really good. But I mean, there's other stuff going on too, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, everyone says this, and it's true. Like, and it's like people. I guess some people don't like it, and some people are like stoked about it, depending on like glass half full, whatever. But everyone is good now. Like everywhere you go, everyone is good. It's not like so. It used to be, in my day, it was like the people that were good were those dudes that were good, and they were like they had their scene, and that was kind of like they were good. So you didn't like I wasn't one of those dudes. So like. The scene, it like kept. Now everyone's good, so there's all. People can do their own scenes all over the fucking place. It's like you don't have to be with these people that thought that they were on top. Like no, there's no top anymore. You know,
Even
everyone's
playing
good.
field, yeah. Especially with the internet and the resources everyone has,
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's. I mean, I don't have any beef with anybody either. Like I'll support as long as it's as long as it's like yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're like the puppet masters.
Is it? Are we? Do you want us? Like, are we gonna talk about like? How do we? Do we talk about like? What are we talking about?
I don't know what we're talking
It's just
about.
hard to talk about something without not talking about it.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
we'll just drop that then.
You know how I'm not trying to be like I'm not the fucking one like this isn't like the I'm not here to stir up shit.
No,
but
no, no,
I'm
no. Or no.
totally open to discussing. But
No,
I'm
no,
open
no,
to
no,
discussing
no,
anything
it's-
and anything. I kind of know what you mean. I think.
Yeah.
Growing up on this scene, it's like
So I. Oh, sorry.
no, you go ahead, man. It's all good. So I'm probably repeating myself here, but it's just I grew up on this scene, and I moved away for a while. I even quit skating for like good 10 years, but back on the board, came back, and as soon as I come back, it's like the same people. It just didn't change, is what it is. It's just it's cool seeing something like Signal come up, and then it's like there's this now.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, look over here, we got this, but then it's like, well, there's a lot of this stuff going on too.
Is that like a generational thing? Like it's almost like it's like not to be like Josh, it's your time, but you know what I mean? Like you get to a certain age and you're just like, fuck, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something in skating. Fuck it.
I mean, I've always wanted to do something with skateboarding. I've just been injured for years and years, and it's just I just couldn't be involved in skateboarding because like if I was around it, I would just want to skate and I would just get hurt more. So I had to do other things, and it was like either art or music, DJing, visuals, all that stuff. So now I'm actually better again. So I'm just skating again. I was like, well, I have all this artwork and all this stuff that I'm just kind of sitting on. I'm not really doing anything with it. It's like, oh, maybe I can make some boards. I know a bunch of cool dudes who are like genuinely good people and rip. And I was like, y'all want to skate with me and we can film and do something cool. And yeah, that's really it. There's no real plan on. I never like planned to be like, yeah, I'm gonna, make a name for myself or anything. I just kind of want to do something fun.
Doing your thing.
And to his point, and we all know this, like if you grew up skateboarding in our generation, like because we're all around the same age, yeah, and I'll say it, yeah, if you went to a spot and the Good Times guys showed up with a filmer, like the session was over and it wasn't fun, and we're not trying to be like that, like we're trying to be more like
I can tell you, I was
welcoming and stuff,
once, I didn't leave.
Yeah, man, like, and it's not, like, it was also the time too, like, I get it, like, hey, they paid their dues and they're sick and they're trying to get something done, but it's kind of weird vibe back then, and I don't think that's talking shit, because talking shit is
No.
like, you're kind of attacking someone. That's just what happened,
Yeah.
and so yeah, and yeah, I mean nothing against them either. Like I still support anything that those guys do because it's still skateboarding, it's still San Antonio, like
Yeah.
Yeah. Like as far as people continuing to do things in the scene, like I don't think I know what you're okay. Well, first of all, I think that the reason why it feels fresh is because of like what you just described is because you went away and came back and you had all this other stuff going on, art and music, and like Zane, you went away and you came back, so it's like
I was heavy in the Matrix.
you were in the Matrix. You left
Oh,
the
yeah,
Matrix,
no,
or
no,
you
I was
went
like,
to
I
the
was like in the Matrix. I was
in
like
the okay,
wearing
so
a
you got
flight suit in
Matrix
the
for a
United
while.
States Air Force. That's
But
how
what I'm saying is,
heavy Matrix I was.
like, to leave and then come back gives you a perspective. So that's why it feels fresh, because it actually is. Whereas if it's like you're immersed in the scene, and so maybe you do a shop and then you do another shop or whatever, it's like you're still in that scene. And what I would say is I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I don't think there's anything wrong with the same people continue and do the same thing in the same scene, because it's like, what do you can't really tell someone to
Oh
walk
no,
away.
no,
if
no!
they,
I don't,
you know
I
what
don't,
mean?
I don't mean that it's not good for them to do it. They're more than welcome to. They're really good at what they do. They're the
Yeah.
best at it. But what I mean is like it's like
Nothing changed.
yeah, nothing changed.
Yeah,
Is what I'm
yeah.
saying. It's like
Yeah.
it's the same. It's the same thing. The same people. Better.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's the same spots as far as the videos?
Oh
go
no,
and
no,
stuff
the
like
spots have changed. I don't even know any of the good spots anymore. I try to go skate old ones. They're not even existent anymore.
that? Like spot? What do you mean spots don't exist anymore?
Yeah, I mean, there's like the old Kruger Ale and stuff. There's like some when I grew up skating here. They're not here anymore.
Because you seem to have a knack for being able to make a spot out of anything.
it's true.
Like
I
maybe you don't
try
need-
to. It's like a artistic expression, skateboarding.
Yeah. Yeah, so you don't even really need like the hot spot to get
No,
down.
You make it the hot spot.
Right.
There you go.
That's what's up. Fuck yeah. Chocolate Galaxy says, ask Zane about his kickflips.
Who is this? Wait, that's you, right?
Oh,
suck.
okay.
They're
you got a
bad. They're
radio
not
question.
good.
All right. Yeah, well,
They're
tell us
not
about your
good.
kickflips. Why
Yeah.
don't
I
you?
don't know. No, I could be better. I think I could be better at them.
He's good at them.
No, I got the Gons flick sometimes. I've always wanted the Tom Penny flick, but
Okay.
unfortunately I have bad ankles and I've never been able to get that pristine flick pop that some people have. But we all have our different gifts and talents on the skateboard, so you can't like envy or covet somebody. You have to be thankful and grateful for what you can do on it.
Oh hell yeah.
because some people can't do what you can do, and then it's like you want to do what they can do, but it's like just be thankful and grateful for what you can do, and enjoy what skateboarding does for you.
Shit.
Yeah, well said.
Fuck.
Amen.
Yeah, amen.
Damn.
To that.
Amen.
That's
Drop the
fucking sick,
mic.
honestly. Shit.
Yeah.
Should we just
Yeah, sure.
That's
Yeah,
why I
yeah.
put him on the team too. Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
Let me add this.
Oh, she's
Oh,
got
shit.
more.
We
So
got
this goes
more.
back.
Encore.
Signal
Yeah.
goes back even further. So I met Nick. I always run into Nick when he's out with his girlfriend, and like I used to
Okay.
be like pure skater trash, like wrote off women, don't even trust my own mother.
Yeah.
I'm in a relationship right now. She's a great woman, but I'd always run into Nick when he's out with his girlfriend. And one time I met him at Hemisphere Park because I skate downtown a lot, and we became friends. And he was like a guy who's like, do a kickflip. Like he was cool. Like he spoke like, you know, you get the jock bro skateboarders do a kickflip or whatever. Like the other night we're at the bar and he's like, what's your best trick? This guy was like itching. He's on a date with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And he waited to because we walked in with our boards, and
Uh-huh.
he was like itching to ask us, and it's like
Yeah.
he felt so cool, but it was, like he didn't. I don't know. It was lame, but it's like there's that
Yeah.
side of it. But Nick was really cool.
Yeah.
So I met Nick before, and I almost went to the video premiere of his in 2023.
But what is your best trick?
What?
I'm just
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm fucking around.
Yeah, that's it now. Impossible. I gave up every trick just to do impossibles now.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Okay.
well, that's pretty
I
good
missed
one.
out on the impossible,
That's a
so I'm
90s thing.
taking
yeah.
advantage of it
Yeah.
now. But I met Nick a few years ago at Hemisphere, and then he's a part of this, so it's like part of it's the signal.
That's cool.
Signal
Yeah.
life, the signal calling. It's all meant to be. It's all lined up.
Yeah.
Something higher.
And it like
Flow state.
it's encouraging. It was encouraging to you that Nick was involved. It sounds like. Yeah.
He wanted to shoot me one day. I was out there for my birthday. It was a little after my sister passed away, and I was out skating downtown, and Nick was out there, and he's like, "Hey, I want to get a shot of you." And then like I think I ate shit on like a nose manual. Like I seriously like fell fucking hard. Like, well, at least you got a good fall. But he got a cool pic of me holding one of my buddy's boards. It's a orange curb. It's out in New Mexico. But he just sent me like the it wasn't even like fully developed, but it's like it's from like yeah, it's a negative, but it looked cool. It's one of my favorite photos. Thanks,
Oh
Nick.
yeah.
The do a kickflip.
You know,
You have to call out.
If somebody, I've had a child tell me do a kickflip once. I flung it. He's like
Yeah.
sixth grade. I could almost kickflip in sixth grade. It took me summer before seventh grade, whatever. There's a kid once that told me do a kickflip. I flung the board back at him. I'm like, you do it.
You do it. Yeah, I've done
Yeah,
that one.
it's-
But I have kind of a funny story.
I'm kind of a dick sometimes on that stuff, though. I've like rough around the edges in those situations.
There's this parking garage in Seattle. I mean, as everyone knows, it rains a lot there. There's this pretty famous parking garage in the University of Washington with lots of waxed up curbs. Like even the exits down are all like waxed up. Like it's a sick spot. But
C5.
I guess I don't know. We just call it UW Garage. I don't. Did it have a name?
I think I was.
Anyway, long story short, I was there with people, around my age, and this was probably 8 years ago. So we're like mid 40s, skating, and the fucking university cops came because I mean it was known as being a bus spot, but they fucking like lined us up on the curb and like ran our IDs and all that shit. We're 45-year-olds, like, yeah, no, we're not really down here graffitiing shit or whatever. But anyway, cop was like, he couldn't get reception because we were like on the 5th floor down, and he couldn't get reception up to whatever. So like he was trying to run our IDs and see if we had warrants. But he got all frustrated. He's like, all right, well, I'll just let you guys go. But no more skating down here. And on your way out, do a trick.
What?
And like my two homies did, I didn't. I was like, "Fuck you, cop! You don't get a fucking trick from me."
Yeah.
Yeah, like no, not giving you anything.
Has this ever happened?
And it took like half an hour for the guy to like try to run our IDs, and so we're just sitting on this curb, like, I felt like, like a high schooler or something, just getting adults scolded by some cop that's 20 years younger than me.
Dude,
And like,
yeah. I know what you mean.
Anyway, that's my do a kickflip story. He didn't. I don't think he said do a kickflip. I think he said do a trick. But
Has anyone ever gotten into like a weird cat and mouse with a cop where this happened to me the other day at Sonic? Like, I went to Sonic for like 20 minutes. Like, I just wanted to, like, I was doing a bunch of errands. I just wanted to stop there and do like a couple of slappies and keep it moving. And so I did my thing. And then I'm getting ready to leave, and I look over, and in the bank parking lot is a SAPD cruiser. So I kind of got locked into this thing where I just kind of had to skate until the cop went away. Because I'm like, well, he's not like saying anything to me, but I don't know. I don't like, I smoke weed and shit. I'm like, I don't want to interact with this cop. So
Yeah, don't give him a reason to fuck with you, right?
yeah.
yeah,
Has
yeah.
that ever happened to you guys where you're just
Yes,
kind of like
yes.
stuck skating
Yeah.
because there's a cop there? It's fucking weird.
No, it's better to do that than
Mhm.
give them a reason to search or prod or whatever. Harass and molest. It's what is it to serve and protect? It's more like to harass and molest.
Yeah.
And to your point, where you're talking about like being on the curb and like you
Yeah.
feel like a teenager again, like we got what was it called? Incredible Pizza, that that those banks over there. We got a cop pull up on us, and this she was probably 23 or something.
Uh-huh,
And,
yeah.
we were just
She's
all,
on training day.
Yeah, and we were all there like 89, 87, 86. and,
Yeah.
like, when they're asking for our birthdays and shit, and we just had to sit on the curb, and it just feels it always feels
Yeah,
like you're
exactly.
like a teenager
Like,
again, right?
yeah,
Like, I
what
feel like
is
I'm
it
13.
we're doing wrong? Yeah, like, why do you really need to take
Mhm.
all your time?
I thought America was free. I
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
skateboard.
But to the
here,
point
though.
too, even at the OMC premiere, like when we were all skating down the street,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the
that's
cop
right.
pulls up and he's like,
I
they
remember
said
that.
a bunch of teenagers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Wait a minute, you guys are over the age of 30?
Yeah, that was funny because it's like she's like asking for IDs and she's like, "What year were you born?" And we're all like in the 80s, like,
Yeah,
and then maybe
yeah.
like 90, or I guess all 80s or whatever.
She liked
But I thought that was just like funny, like, yeah, was you 86, 88,
I'm
like, it's just-
89. I'm still 80.
Yeah.
89. Okay, my bad. I didn't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, I forget. But yeah, there's a 9 in there somewhere.
Shut the hell up. All right.
Fuck yeah. So,
Yeah, she was hot,
Okay, yeah. Hot cop.
and she.
I, see, I was gonna ask that,
And
but
she
I
was
didn't
like,
wanna
you could
just-
tell like if her supervisor wasn't there, she would have been a lot cooler because like she saw the camera. She saw the
it
camera.
was training day.
And she
Yeah.
saw the camera and she's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. You guys are
Yeah.
filming for like a video?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then she like looks at her
She had to
supervisor.
look
and
at
she's
her
like,
supervisor who's eating
yeah.
hot Cheetos. in the,
There's
Yeah.
a sign
seat.
right there that says no skateboarding. Let me see your IDs. And I was like,
She's like, "Did you see Baker 4? What did you think? HD? What's up?"
"Yeah."
Yeah.
So it sounds like, I mean, you're keeping it loose in a good way. Like you're filming, but there's not like you're not.
There's no
like-
pressure. There's no
Yeah.
pressure. If we get a trick, we get a trick. If we don't, I value the time with these guys because like it's always
Oh,
like
yeah.
refreshing
That's what's up.
to be around people who are like creative and have like an eye for not just skateboarding but for art. All these guys are artists that I work with too. Like, I think another thing. I'm not talking shit about San Antonio in general, but I think we have an issue with like I'm a skateboarder and that's all I am. And like I think obviously everyone that I've interacted with, they're musicians or
Yeah.
and so much more to us than just skateboarding.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like skating is changing, or maybe it has changed already. It's kind of like a trite skate podcast thing to talk about, I guess, but I'll just say it because it's like I do have this conversation. I've had this thought. It's like skating used to be kind of everyone that was into it had some other freaky shit going on,
Mhm.
or they did photography or painted pictures or played in a band, and there was some kind of other outlet or something else about them that was beyond skating. And nowadays, it's like I don't want to be like a gatekeeper, but it's almost like more like normies, I guess, are involved in skating, would be kind of how it feels. And it's just like people don't really want to do other shit on the side, like or they don't. the streak of individual. People used to be very individual. They were them, and that was, you know what I mean. You couldn't help it. It was just like people were who they were, and now it seems like there's almost like little categories of people, and it's like maybe I'm getting older or the scene has changed, but it's like sometimes you're like, dude, I've already met this fucking character
No,
already.
100%.
Like I've
yeah.
already come across this character.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
And you know, I do cherish the skaters that are like loud and proud and like a little touch of the crazy.
No, yeah, we're all crazy. You know, like, why would we?
Yeah.
Why would we do this?
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah. It's part of the, you know, that's what attracts us to it, I think. You know,
Yeah.
you got to have that sort of
yeah.
personality where,
But I don't know if kids care about that so much anymore
I
as
don't
they
think
just
so
care
either,
about
yeah.
like fucking, you know,
Smoking weed.
what
yeah.
Yuto did, you know, like who, you know, like Yuto or whatever,
Or
like
posting
new
on
shit,
Instagram.
you know.
It's a good
And I
point.
think that's. Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Good point.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good point. You know, being like, you know, in our 30s, well, my 30s or all our 30s, the fuck am I talking about? But like, it's crazy. That's a good point because it's like, you know, it's funny because like my homie Carlos, he's from Mexico, so he came, and like we just like linked up as good homies, and we're skating a lot. And he's always skated. He's from the same era, 2000s, coming up in the 2000s. And I remember one time he was like, and I didn't think about it, but like I do art and stuff, and you know, like kind of like Josh has always done like DJ stuff, like you know, and like Mario like plays in a band, and like Weed is like fucking recording artist guys,
Yeah.
and he's like also
multiple
playing in
bands.
bands and multiple
yeah,
bands.
yeah, many bands.
And I remember Carlos was like, man, like that's crazy. Like he's like everybody kind of like does like art or something like, and it's not that like he just like, and I was like, and you're right. He's like, yeah, like Weed plays in bands and all this, and I was just like, yeah, you're right. Like I guess it was just kind of like something that I just did, and I knew people that did it, and not that I thought it was like normal, but it was like definitely something that I think is like a skateboarder thing, maybe from the older era. Like
Yeah.
it's like you know, because
Matt
skateboarding is
Hensley, all those dudes.
it's such like it's the freedom of expression in skateboarding. I mean, you just take your
Sorry,
board
Neil
and you
Blender.
just go down the street and like ride around. And like I think as a skateboarder, just if you're attracted to skateboarding, you're gonna find something else you're into. And skateboarding is everything. It's a punk rock. It's a hip hop. It's this whole subculture of everything. And
Yeah.
it was all that when I came up. And I started right before like Tony Hawk and all that shit. So it was like right when it was still
Tony Hawk, the video game.
right before Tony Hawk. So I started before that. Yeah, before the first one.
I mean, we saw like a little bit of it in the 90s, like, but it didn't look as cool as this. It didn't look as cool as like those cinematics. You're like, oh shit, you can do that on a skateboard. Like, I gotta learn that shit. I gotta kill myself.
I mean, I
on that
remember starting
thing.
right before Tony Hawk. So it was still like something that wasn't cool yet still.
Yeah.
It was like 98, 99 when I was getting into it. And then Tony Hawk came out at some point, but it was like, and then it was just like people on the street like, you know, Tony Hawk, like, is that your favorite skateboarder? Like in
Yeah.
the 2000s, like.
Someone said to me yesterday, she goes, oh, that's cool. You do skateboarding. She goes, it's coming back. And I was like, what? I go, I've been skating for 40 years. And she was like, oh, yeah. She's like, it was pretty popular for a while, and then it, like, went away, and now it's coming back. And I was just like, does this lady know something I don't? I was like, what are we talking? Is that true? It went away, and now it's coming back? I think I thought it was going away again.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't think it's cool at all.
Yeah.
Is it? It's coming
I
back.
always I gauge like if my nephew's like teenager and he doesn't do it, none of his friends do it. I'm always like, why aren't these kids skating the schools I grew up skating? Like, I'm a grown man. I go visit my parents and I'm still skating these schools. Like, why isn't any of your friends skating? Like, one of them does. He's like the oddball that
It's
skates,
certainly
but-
not as like outlaw as it was, you know, and there's nothing you can do about that. I mean, that's just the way the world is.
It's gonna like
now.
skip a generation or two.
You know, I'm gonna be 53 in a couple of months, but like, you know,
You're
it was.
fucking outlaw, dude.
So, yeah.
C5 garage, you're an outlaw.
Sure.
Not
But
doing
yeah,
the
there was
shit.
definitely a connotation when I'm like, I don't know what the right word is. Like, it wasn't necessarily it was cool, but yeah, it was like you were sort of like frowned upon. It was obnoxious, like,
Yeah.
and it was, Yeah, you were known to be kind of destructive,
Mhm.
like a destructive person. But anyway, I think that's long gone. Like now, you just get Instagram clips, I think, and like, and even that, you just brush that off. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm
it's
nowhere near the
it,
youth.
it got cheapened, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Josh, I wanted to ask too. I mean, so can people get texts from you, or is
Yeah, they
there
can
is
get
there
texts
a
from
way
me.
to do that? I don't
We have
know if you
a
wanna speak on that.
website on the Instagram page, Signal.
Okay.
Signal.life212. There's the online store there. Or if you don't want to deal with online store, you can just message me directly and
Oh yeah.
let me know what you want, and I'll get it for you.
And Shopwise Central.
I have some shops. I have some decks at Central sometimes. Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Excuse me. That was a monster toe.
Awesome. I just wanted to ask, like, so, you know, at your age of skating, like, most of your friends are skaters, but do you have like those other people like around that have known you for like a long time that are just like, you're still skating? Like, does that happen? Or people are just like, what are you doing? Like, is that like a thing?
I think so. I mean, I haven't heard people say that. I think some people are surprised, but not. Yeah, I would assume so, but I don't think anyone's like verbalized that.
Like,
Yeah, to me.
not to call it out, but like when you went to the Iron Maiden with your old
Yeah,
pal,
yeah. I've known that guy since I was in like 4th grade, and I don't think he ever skated or anything. But
but he's
Yeah.
not like tripping that you still skate.
I don't feel like he's tripping. I think he knows my personality. I don't think it surprises him, I guess.
What do people say to you when you tell them that not only do you skate, but you're involved in a fucking skateboarding podcast, videos type thing?
I think most people think it's pretty cool. And,
Idiots.
I like to think people sort of are like, "Oh wow, you're still involved in shit." Like, I'm not saying people my age kind of just settle into like a comfortable way of life, but maybe I am saying that.
Yeah,
I think it stokes people out. Like, oh shit, you're still kind of in touch with younger people, or you're still involved in. I mean, skateboarding is. I don't know if you guys will feel like it's utterly addictive. It's like I don't want to stop. I want to be part of it. I don't skate very well anymore, but I love being involved in this and like
Yeah.
kind of hitting on what Josh is saying. Like I want to, Josh, you were saying you were like kind of injured and couldn't really skate. Like I like giving back
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and giving something.
yeah,
to-
and when I was away from skating, like I was trying to fill that void.
Sure.
And I was like, and,
Yeah.
and at the end of the day, I remember at the very end of doing another project, I was like, I'm so miserable. Like I want to skate so bad. And I
Yeah.
finally got on the board and I was like, let's see if I can tray flip again. And I did
Yeah.
that. I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm back then. Fuck, if
right,
I can
I'm
do
back.
that, then I can probably do some other stuff. And so that's how but the feeling of skating again, man, just dude, it's way better than because I was trying to substitute it for
Sure.
other things,
Sure.
you know?
Absolutely.
Like that
yeah.
little dopamine hit from something else.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel the same. You know?
Yeah.
I never stopped skating, but there was a point in time in my like late 20s where I was playing in a band. I was pretty dedicated to doing this band with some friends, and we started in Vermont, and it took me out to Seattle and stuff. And ironically, Seattle's such a mecca for skating, but I was totally focused on music when I first got there, and we ended up doing like a couple small, like a small tour or two, and I actually lost my mind on one of the tours and just like basically quit the band and like. But these are my dear friends to this day. I don't want to paint a picture, but I will say that touring in a band with people that didn't skate was a fucking nightmare. Dude.
Yeah.
To drive across the country and not stop. Like
Yeah.
be like, we're going
Yeah.
through like fucking,
Yeah.
like
or even like pointing out a spot. you know?
Exactly. Exactly.
is-
or even
yeah.
be like, yo, park the van at
Yeah.
the skate park. We
Yeah.
have 4 hours before the show. I will buy you guys beers.
Yeah.
Just please
while
let me
I
skate.
And they're
Yeah.
just like not down, much love to my
Yeah.
brothers in the Abomination Nation, but yeah, fucking dude,
My
that was harsh.
my daughter Darby dated this guy Isaac White. Do you know what's his Instagram handle?
Is it Isaac White? I think it might be. He was. Yeah,
Anyway,
he's known.
yeah,
He was on
he's
Jenkum like the other week or something.
okay.
Yeah.
And this was in Seattle. Isaac since moved to New York, and I think he's doing it out there. But anyway, I took them to this like yeah. I took them to this like water park, like nothing to do with skating. I just took her and her boyfriend to this water park. And the funny thing is, we're pulling in the parking lot, and I was just looking at this bank in the park, like, God, that would be fun to skate. And I hear from the back seat Isaac going, "Dude, did you see that bank?" And so like, only him and I were like,
That's brotherhood.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you skate high. Yeah, I could see that driving across the country with people that don't skate, and you're probably looking at shit and like, wow, that'd be fun to fucking grind on.
To their credit, I have a couple clips that actually like my buddy Chris filmed, like maybe at like a, those truck stops with the gas stations, like the triangular, like fucking wall rideable thing, like the diesel, gas pumps, things like that. So, yeah, but no, that was just a rule after it was new rule, and so and we pulled it off with Shop Deck. We had a band called Shop Deck in Seattle. I said, I don't want to be in a band anymore. I don't want to be in a band anymore with someone who's not a skateboarder. It's just kind of like, It's funny what you were saying about like people like only skate and I used to have other hobbies and interests and relationships and things, and now I only skate. I only deal with skateboarding. I only deal with skateboarders. Many of my friends from my hometown have like during the pandemic, like things went in different ways, and I was like, I'm gonna be a skater for life. Obviously, I mean that was already known, but it's a long story. I have, like, people sell their souls to the devil. I have aligned myself with skateboarding forever and a day.
Yeah.
And that came from I've always been a skateboarder, but fracturing, people that watch this shit have heard this 100 times. Fracturing my back and being told probably wouldn't skate again, and coming back from that at 35 years old. And I've been cooking since then, pretty much. I'm 45 now, so it's like I just want to always. My point is, as I've gotten older, I've gotten more and more tunnel vision with like just skating.
Yeah,
it's like
it's like that old Transworld video. It's called First Love, right?
Yeah,
First Love, yeah.
It is. I mean, yeah, and getting back to it, and like. For me, I was like, maybe this is one last gasp of air, as a 35-year-old. That's what I was thinking. But now I've turned 45, and, like, I don't have any wood to knock on, but, like, someone hand me a skateboard. No, I don't. I feel fine.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Shout out to Central Skate Shop there in
Hey,
downtown
Central.
San Antonio.
I work there Monday, Tuesday. Come visit me.
All right.
But buy some. Just buy
I
some
didn't
stuff.
mean to fucking soapbox that, but it's just I kind of went the other way where I'm like,
Well, no, it was to clarify on that point when I said like identify only as a skateboarder. I guess what I meant more was like a jock mentality.
Yeah.
That. And what I'm saying, like, even what you're doing is you're doing a podcast,
And the worst skateboarders are the worst jocks too. They're worse than the jocks.
And they are,
they
yeah.
make really bad.
They are the
jokes.
jocks.
Yeah, and that's more what I was talking about. Because even in everything else I did, if it was art or music, I brought my mentality from skateboarding into that, know, and that's why a lot of that stuff like was successful or it was new and different is because people weren't used to that. It was like normies, like as you said, experiencing something. It's like, wait, this guy's stoked for me, whatever I do. Like, he's just for the effort and like that kind of stuff like builds communities, and people don't really in their everyday life don't get that. So like you have somebody skating a curb or I got someone skating a rail, you get the same kind of stoke and the same kind of love and all that. And that's what I meant more like.
Well, back to the Signal Life stuff. Like, dealing with all kinds of riders, and like you're saying, like you don't want to leave a bad taste in someone's mouth,
Yeah.
like maybe how it was back in the 90s or early 2Gs, where it's like, oh, you're filming here, like get out of my fucking bubble or whatever.
Yeah.
It's cool to me. And I see it all come and go. Not to be like that, but I've seen a lot of shit in skating, and I was excited about this stuff because it seems it's the kind of shit that I'm into. Hopefully, people can see my shit this way. It seems like something that's, it's inclusive. It's not trying to be the fucking winner, the jock, Yuto best trick.
Yeah.
Stay out of my way. I'm gonna dominate. But it's not corny. Sometimes shit that's more inclusive has a tendency to be a little
Toxic
bit
positivity.
cornier,
Yeah.
toxic positivity,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Like, yeah, it doesn't. You don't have that going on with what you're doing.
Yeah. Actually, we're a lot of the stuff that I post and like synchronicities and the 333, all that shit. I'm kind of poking fun at that. Of the
Sure.
fucking the McDonald's tarot readers and all that shit.
I like it. I like it.
And that's what
Yeah.
our society's like kind of dominated was like toxic affirmations, all that shit. And we're just kind of poking fun of it a little bit. I'm a spiritual person. A lot of these guys on the team are spiritual people.
Yeah.
Some of them religious. That's not what I'm making fun of. I'm making fun of more of that side of it. Because I do believe in a lot of that stuff, but not the way
Yeah.
it's presented. And we're kind of, that's the theme at least that we're trying to go for.
Yeah.
At least me. I don't speak for these guys.
No, that was really cool. I'm glad we're getting into this space of these like numerology and stuff. I'm fascinated by it. It's. I'm not even bullshitting you. Do you want to know what time it is right now?
What's that?
1, 2, 3.
Hey.
1:23 right
Hey.
now.
Confirmation.
That's
There you
always a
go.
weird one for me. When it's 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, okay, that's heavy.
Before you said it, I already knew.
You did? That's weird.
Wow.
Yeah, well, what time would it be? We started, yeah. Did you know pragmatically, like detective-wise, like, oh, well, we started at fucking 12:08. It must be an hour in. You just knew. 1, 2, 3. I feel it.
That's another thing too with these guys right here. Like, even before they say something, I swear to God, like oh yeah, that's how connected everyone is and stuff.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
we're from all different backgrounds, so
yeah.
I'm thankful and grateful to be a part of it. I wasn't ever trying to like, cause I don't like competing on skating. Like, play a game of skate, beat me. I won't even play you in a game of skate because I compete against myself. It's not about winning or losing, but it's I wasn't trying to like go out and be a part of this. I just skated with them like I regularly did, and then Josh is like, "Hey man, you got to be a part of this." I'm like, "Wow, dude, I've never been sponsored in my life." So
Yeah.
he
it's
came into the
cool.
shop and
I saw Josh a bunch before too, like techno sets, like he's doing his music thing. But
Uh-huh.
I
Oh,
got
that's right.
sidetracked on something. He had his video premiere. I have like substance problem with stuff from the military or what have you. So I didn't make the video premiere, but I almost went to that video premiere in the February. It was February 2024, right?
Oh, I was there. Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that.
no,
yeah,
I was gonna
yeah.
go, but something else happened. Yeah.
That's right. I remember that. Yeah.
What was the video? Sorry.
kind of sketchy.
Yeah, that's right. Showed it on the wall at.
Yeah, that
It
was
was that Snake.
that was I was bummed about that premiere. 'Cause
Yeah, yeah.
The
It-
projector
yeah.
wouldn't focus, and then
Yeah, I
he took
remember that.
he took all the white off the wall, so it was just a brick. It was just like
Yeah, it was
blurry
on a brick
I
wall,
was like,
yeah.
all right, well,
Did it?
and it was on VHS, so it was even the
Yeah.
worst
That's kind
quality.
of cool though. It's like
Yeah.
it's a vibe.
Yeah,
know?
for sure, but
What it is, right? That's just
yeah.
Did it have? Was it as a brand? Was it as Signal or?
No, kind of sketchy was a skate crew that I had back in the mid 2000s or like 2010s or something like that.
Oh, cool.
And same vibe, just anyone can be a part. Actually, I got a lot of shit from that from people back in the day because it was like a skate crew that let anybody in. And back then, I remember skate crews were big, and they were like, "No, we only got the best dudes." And
Yeah, yeah.
and
was these vibes from those same dudes?
no, this
at
was
the s-
actually it was. I mean, a lot of Northsiders, yeah, but I mean, it wasn't good. It wasn't good times. It was, but that was more of like growing up, learning how to skate, and getting like kind of bullied out of a spot. But yeah, and so I did my last kind of sketchy video, and that was at Snake Hill back in the day.
Who was bummed if you had to summarize in your memoirs Who would you say was bummed that anyone could be in the crew? 2010.
People that had something to prove.
Yeah.
I think that's what happens a lot. Is like people's like, oh well, I don't know. There's in skateboarding, there's or in anything, I guess. There's people are in competition with other people without them knowing it.
Yeah.
Like I've had people tell me, it's like, man, I'm jealous of you. Like, I'm trying to do better. You know, like, it's a weird vibe. And I'm like, dude, I'm not, there's no competition. Like, I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm competing with myself, just like what he was
Exactly.
saying, man. Like,
Exactly.
I'm just trying to be better every day,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah.
Personal. Like,
Yeah.
if you
Sure,
want
sure.
that, I'll take
Yeah.
it personal, but
Yeah.
I mean, that's your opinion too.
Yeah. What do you mean by that? Like if someone okay, this is I think we talk about this one. Like you do what if someone's doing the same trick you're trying or you
Oh
like
yeah,
or-
that's. I mean that I'll call him out. Like I was
Yeah, okay.
at San Pedro once. We won't use any names. He's
Yeah.
like, you mind if I do this crook? I'm like, if you got to show me up, go right ahead, man.
Ooh,
Feel
that's
what he
free.
said, yeah.
on
Go ahead. If you
Yeah.
really got to do it, you can do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
go ahead. Do you
I
mind?
think that's just
Yeah,
etiquette.
it's
you
not.
know?
It's
Yeah.
it doesn't even get me mad. It's just like you got to do it. Go ahead, do it. I don't care.
Exactly,
You don't have to
yeah.
ask me to do it. Go fucking do it. I don't.
I just
Who am
feel
I?
Like, at least do the mental math, like make your brain think. If you're gonna do the same trick, do it backside. I'm doing it frontside. Do it fakie. Do it nollie. You want to, or if
No,
it's
I
just,
don't.
like,
I don't even
two
care if somebody
bros-
shows me up. But it's funny when you have the guys that have to ask. Yeah, they have to
Yeah.
ask. It's like, okay, go ahead, show me up. Feel free.
Yeah, Josh is right. It kind of doesn't make a difference. Like, you're going to fucking do it anyway. Like,
But you're talking about the unspoken etiquette.
Yeah. See,
It's
I'll
like, yo, like,
ask
homie's
if-
trying to, let's just say some guy's trying to half cab crooks a bunch, and he's working on it.
yeah.
Well, like, you're not going to go there and do half cab crook, even if let's say you could do it first try, like, it's your trick.
Yeah.
You're going to be like, well, I'm not going to deal in the obstacle, like, homie's working on it.
But some
Yeah.
people
It's like
thrive
etiquette,
on
you're just-
that.
you're
They
just gonna,
want to
like,
do that.
I'll do something else. I'll do, like, a different variation or something. That's
Right.
that's like the etiquette, I think, that the old school, like, we learn through, like, you just respect or, like,
Well,
Yeah.
just like think of it.
Yeah,
as
you
like
get
a
it.
session. Like think of
Common
it as
sense.
Like, it's a session. It's like one obstacle. It's like so. I'm not saying like it's all about like footage, but like even the mentality in the old day was like, okay, like we went to a spot. There's like 5 of us. Like one dude does like backside tail slide. One dude does a pivot. One dude does kickflip fakie. It's like you wouldn't have like if it were an edit, which not everything is an edit, but just think of it in terms of like this is an obstacle. There's 5 things. You should see 5 tricks. Why would you want to see the same trick by 2 different people on the same obstacle? That's not what a session is,
that's a game
in
of
my
skate.
opinion.
It's like more like a game of skate if you saw that.
Yeah, like if people are just doing the same tricks, it's not really like a session. A session's kind of like an expression of the different. Oh, you know this one? I know this one. You know this one? I know this one.
Feeding off each other's energy.
Exactly.
Not, I
Yeah.
know this one better than you. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
I honestly get more hyped on other people's skating than my own. Like I do the same bullshit every time I go out there,
Sure.
but it's been refreshing skating with these guys. It like gives me more of a drive.
No, yeah, everyone feeds off each other. Like the first time these guys met, literally the first time they're skating a sketchy spot, and I had suggested it too because I have the worst spots in mine. It's like, dude, I got a spot, and everyone's like,
Yeah.
fuck, dude. And
He's always trying to get everybody broke off.
ah, nice.
and immediately these two just start feeding off each other, man. They start like even they're not like broing out and be like, fuck yeah, get.
I barely even met the
They're
dude.
just through the
That's sick.
skating alone, just
Yeah.
like hyping each other up, and that was such a cool thing to see. Like in real time, I was like, wow, these guys are like making a connection, you know, and it was super cool.
Do you, Zane and Alex, do you guys, I know it's pretty casual and loose and like you just, you getting your footage or whatever, but you guys have like specific like ideas or for like a part that you want to do or certain spots or songs or anything like that? Do you have anything lined up in your mind?
No.
Yeah.
No. I feel more like everybody's kind of like how Josh described it. We're kind of just doing our own thing. We're all like busy with life. We're like in our 30s and we got responsibilities. I work a full-time job, so but when we make the time to film, like I think we all just kind of want to go out there and maybe like get what we know we can get, or like film what we can film, or what we know. But like sponsors suggested for sure. Like we went to those banks at the cops. We went to those. I think maybe for local San Antonio guys, like the Credible Pizza, like the banks at Credible Pizza, which is Blanco and West Avenue.
Okay, no, I
The
know
banks,
exactly what
yeah.
you're talking about,
We used to call it
Careful
Incredible
though, the
Pizza
cops
'cause
are out. They'll get
Yeah.
you
it's
now.
a gym now, but it used to be
Yeah,
Incredible
it's
Pizza
right
for
by
many
the
years.
McDonald's.
There's like
there
Pizza
and shit.
Hut, yeah, with
Yeah.
those yellow bars, the rails,
Yeah,
the
Yeah.
flat bars.
That's a fun spot.
Yeah, and
It's
the
cool.
banks are waxed up. So we went there. It's still called, we call it Incredible Pizza. I don't, maybe other people have another name for it. But
Yeah.
I call it True Fitness Training Center.
isn't it Fitness Connection now though?
No.
It's fitness.
It's some. Yeah.
Anyway.
That's actually a good zone. Like,
Yeah.
good people watching. It's a
Hey,
good,
yeah,
like,
you would.
Oh, yeah,
it
you
was
get
better
the-
when it was abandoned though, because like the
Oh, it was abandoned before.
it was
Okay.
after Incredible Pizza went under, it was abandoned for a long
okay.
time. So you could skate there, and the pizza didn't fucking run you out. Like they didn't
Yeah.
care. So it was way better. But now like there's so much traffic because everybody's
Yeah,
going there to
it's
get their
pretty busy.
workout in.
It's probably bad
Yeah.
because I was young like a madman. Sometimes I yell and swear a lot bad when I skate.
Okay.
Sam says Pizza Hut spot.
Okay.
We were all also because I don't know what it is like as I'm getting older too. Like, just like skating, trying to get I guess all the like frustrations out and stuff. And
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
gives you that excuse to like yell and fucking scream.
Have
and
no
shit.
Sure.
filter.
Yeah, and so
Yeah,
all
have no
three,
You're on
filter.
public
you
and
have
you're yelling cunt. Everybody's like, "What's this guy talking about?"
three grown dudes like just screaming in a parking lot. Like it's gonna draw some attention.
Yeah.
First time.
Oh yeah, then.
And,
Oh yeah, I
yeah.
felt bad on that one because
Well, don't.
I'm
Yeah.
really abrasive with cops sometimes. So we
Okay.
got busted there. We had
Yeah.
open container we had
Yeah.
open container,
Open-
and
yeah.
I was like, "Oh no, we didn't.
We did.
Didn't. We,
Oh, we didn't.
It's after
yeah.
the fact.
But
we didn't.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna go to the
But
archives for this
it's
one.
like we just give up our freedoms. Like she's like, "Oh, I need your name and your date of
I
birth."
didn't give my ID, and she
But then,
was like,
yeah,
I need your
but
ID.
then
and I
it's
was
like, Here's my. Well, they're gonna run it in their cop computer anyways, right?
I
So
just
it's
told her my
like-
name, and like, yeah, we just gave names, and that was it. She
Yeah,
was hot,
but I,
too.
I felt bad that I was the one
Is that
making
same-
the
is
scene.
that the hot cop?
Same one,
Oh,
the same
okay.
show.
Yeah, so this is coming back
Different-
around.
Different
Yeah.
hot cop.
Yeah.
Not me.
Well, I don't think I
I'm
could date a
taken.
cop.
Sorry, ladies.
Sorry, ladies.
Little does she know how many times he's been mentioned on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she's actually watching this right
Yeah.
now, so. Seriously,
Somehow
so
she
please.
is signal. She's like falling.
I hope
Yeah.
it's a part-time gig until she's gonna work her way into a different career.
Yeah. Stripper.
Sounds like she wants to help out with the video. She's like talking about, oh, that's a good kid. Maybe she get a different couple angles, fisheye, wide angle, whatever. She could help.
But as far as like the video,
She can lip slide some rails,
Oh yeah.
so to
Ba-dum-bum.
speak.
as far as like the vision for what we're doing, I guess we're just kind of flowing with it. But like, I definitely do want to work harder on it. I think this would be a good time to have like a full-fledged part, and I
Oh,
do
yeah.
have some footage, so I definitely want to like work on that and like keep trying to make this maybe like just go hard for a part. I have some footage and I want to keep going for it. So,
Hell
so
yeah.
that would be cool. And I definitely need to like work that out and like
You heard it here first, folks.
I'm owning up to it.
Yeah, and this guy right here just skates anything and everything. So
Yeah, he kills it.
he just will jump off everything too. Like
You know what's funny is I quit skating for a long time. Like it lost its fun, but it's because I was getting a taste of skating with that certain scene,
Uh-huh.
and it's like, oh, that's why I lost its fun. It's
Yeah.
crazy because it's like this scene when you're younger you want to be a part of, then it's like finally you get to be a part of it. Then you're like, man, this fucking sucks. Why is it
Sure.
not fun?
Sure.
But it's like, oh, it's because I'm the people I'm around. That's why.
Yeah.
It's
Were
it's
you
not about it
were
was
you
never about
getting
being
sponsored
good.
and stuff like that, or?
I was never sponsored. I was in an issue of Photo Graffiti back in the day.
Oh, sick.
May
That's
2004 issue 280. If anyone wants to look that one
I
up,
have
Jay.
the book.
Front-
I have the coffee table
Yeah.
book. It's
Front
like,
boards.
I didn't make that one, unfortunately. It's
I'm
too many
fascinated
politics
by
with
that
that
thing.
one. Yeah, I was gonna buy it. I was like, fuck these editors, because Jake Phelps isn't doing it. Because I think he used to like really be a part of
Yeah,
Photo
but you didn't
Graffiti.
edit that one.
No, I
That's
know he
the
didn't
one.
edit it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's, but what I mean is like Photo Graffiti isn't the same since he's passed on.
Nothing
Man. It's
is.
like.
I mean, not to be shit.
So there's like the pre Jake Phelps and then post. If you're like in it after post Jake Phelps there, it's like I don't
Here's the
know.
thing that I will
It's not
say.
hitting as hard.
I will say that outside of skateboarding, for pros, Burnett has always been one of my favorite writers. Like, and I'm not even talking about as a skateboarder. I'm just saying as a writer, I think Michael Burnett has always been good. If you go back and read his mid 2000s to like, like his articles before he was an editor, fucking top notch writing.
You're talking to a guy who just looks at the pictures.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I'm a
we're very
picture. I'm a picture
picture-oriented
guy.
now.
No, I do read some of the articles.
I like
but
to read the
I
articles.
get Playboy for the articles.
Yeah.
I was more of a hustler guy.
Yeah, yeah.
I do like to read the articles.
Oh,
You wanna know who's good is that dude for Roger. What's his name? Michael Sieben.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's
He
a pretty.
lives-
He's a pretty good writer.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
kind of local, right?
He
Yeah,
draws,
Seguin, right?
Seguin, yeah.
You should get him on here, man.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I've
He's
met
probably
him in
too
a while
cool.
and talked with him.
No, he's pretty chill, right? Yeah.
We've done. Oh, when we did the Orange Man thing, because those guys are pals, and so we did kind of like a Sieben kind of like side edit, a little vignette to go with the Orange Man episode because I was able to get my hands on some. Or he said it was cool to use some footage from his Thrasher part and this and that. Yeah, we tried to do these little side bubbles from Mongochatter, and it was like a little side. Orange Man ended up speaking highly of Sieben on the podcast, but it didn't quite fit into the major edit, so I made a little side edit, and then I met the dude at No Comply. And he was cool, but it would be great to have him on. Obviously, seems like a good conversationalist podcast.
So I was gonna ask y'all, like, how do you guys feel? Because when people come to San Antonio to see the skate scene, what I've noticed is they're surprised at seeing like all the generations coming together and getting stoked on like everyone skating, and I don't see that in like Austin or Houston really that much. You know, I mean, obviously I'm not there.
No,
I don't live there. but-
that's a really good question. I guess I'm most familiar with Seattle. Yeah, no, I think we were talking about this the other day. What's unique about here, I feel like a lot of places I've been to, people like all I skate is Roselle, and like you'll just see me there every day.
Yeah.
And all my tricks are built for the obstacles that are there,
Exactly,
and I
yeah.
don't really go anywhere else. Here, I feel like people are all over the place and are willing to like, I mean, which I think is unique. Everyone's crazy friendly, but most skate scenes are. I mean, Seattle's kind of known to be sort of a cold place as far as getting to know people, but the skate scene is really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
so
what's up.
I mean, but I think skaters are different. But what I like about here, yeah, like, I think people are just open to all sorts of spots, and I don't think I've seen that in other cities.
Is that were you referring to what they call the Seattle Freeze?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm returning to.
And then it's also is
yeah.
outside of skating just generally, right? Like
Yeah,
there's like
the
a
Yeah,
Freeze.
I said inside skating, the freeze really isn't there. Like people are
yeah,
are really
skate's
cool
kind of
with
more
Yeah.
open.
that. Yeah, but
I-
skaters are, I don't know, known to be cool with each other.
It kind of keeps getting better and better, but it was like I was always like, oh, like Seattle's the best. Like I was in Seattle, I went to California, I went back to Seattle. I was like, Seattle's the best. And then I kind of always wanted to be a part of New England when I was a little kid, but I was a little kid, so I moved back there and lived there as an old person, and I was like, New England's the best. And then I came here, and I was like, honestly, San Antonio. I feel like New England is the best, but I don't know how it would be to go there as an outsider. As far as like, it's just the nature. People in New England are the cold weather, and it makes kind of like a colder, gruff. It takes a while. I feel like outsiders here, like you guys,
Yeah.
welcome me with open
Yeah.
arms right away.
Immediately.
It's harder in other places, and I think part of that is the military culture here. There's it's multicultural. There's people from all over the place. There's military brats, people moving away. Austin's only an hour away. Houston's only 3 hours away. It's not really a huge deal to like not be from here. You know, there's a little bit of pushback. People bust my balls a little bit. You know, that's more just, it is what it is. But it's kind of just for fun. But like,
That means they like you.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
That's
someone told me that. Yeah,
that's a-
Texas busted your
Yeah.
chops. It's like,
If I don't joke around with a person, then that means
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
That's really great and really refreshing to hear as somebody that's grown up in San Antonio my whole life, because you guys have like a different look on it. You're outsiders coming in, and then talking about how great it is, how open it is, how like inviting the scene is.
Yeah.
It's really nice to hear, because it's like I don't know what that's like to be in your shoes and to be in that
Yeah.
situation, that's super cool. It's nice to hear. It's really nice to hear that
the
that's
skate
how you
scene in
guys
San
have
Antonio is a lot better now.
you guys have been received in that way.
Yeah.
That is really nice.
Well, it's like Simon said. It's like skaters are different. It's kind of like all the skate scenes are basically great.
Yeah, they
and,
got their own.
there was. I don't know if this is how it is anymore. There used to be that thing where you kind of had to claw your way in one way or another, where it was like, yo, like maybe you went to a place and you weren't from there and you got vibed and you had to like skate a little bit harder and be like, yo, I could rip too. Not to prove it, but just to be like, to enter into the scene, or you'd be like, you take photos, or you kind of had to have something to offer in one way or another, be it skating or taking photos or whatever. And now I feel like for better or for worse, it's more of an open source scene, But that's cool, because I think everyone, I've always felt like that, and I feel like I've always loved skating enough to be like, if someone does a kick turn and it's rad, then that's rad, and I'm here for it. That's like, that's mi corazón, So I just love skating, from the simplest thing to the most tech outrageous thing that I could never even fathom, and everything in between. And I feel like the San Antonio scene, and I don't know if it's a thing now. You guys talk about troubles in the past a little bit.
It's very recent, yeah, for sure.
But I feel like San Antonio scene's reflective of that. You go to different spots, and like Simon was saying too, I always tell people, they ask, like people from Austin or whatever ask me about the skate scene, and I go, dude, it's pretty rad, because not really each spot has like a regular local thing. There's not really like, you see the different cats at the different spots all
Yeah.
over the place,
Yeah.
Yeah.
from every generation and style, and the serious filmer to the fucking weekend dad to the little kid, there with their mom. You see them all at all the different parks and spots all around, and by and large, everyone gets along and supports each other. So, and if it's the kind of scene where, like, Seattle would be like, if there was a sour vibe, you'd be like, it's Seattle, whatever. But here, if something would be really amiss or weird if someone were deliberately rude to you in the San Antonio skate scene.
Yeah.
And it has happened to me, but I've reacted as such, like, that's very strange. You know what I mean?
Rare.
It's very
Yeah,
out
it's
of-
rare.
It's very out of place here.
But it happens, but
Yeah.
it's been one of the most comforting, well-rounded scenes that I've been a part of or seen. And I've seen quite a few now.
It's very
in my
cool.
dusty old
Yeah.
age.
Yeah, that's all very new too. Cause like same, I was like, wow, this is really cool. Everyone's kind of just mellowed out, and just because
We're getting older.
was very like it was kind of tribal,
Mm.
and at one point, and it got pretty
People-
unbearable. But now it's like super cool to see
yeah.
everyone, and everyone's teaching everyone,
Oh yeah.
Do you
how
think
to,
it's like a little bit of like the scene matures a little bit? People get a little older. They kind of let go, like
exactly,
those young teenage angst, or like
Yeah.
Yeah.
like this is our
yeah.
thing.
Even with the older cats too. Like, not to say anybody was rude to me as an older dude, but their chips on the shoulder, they don't have that anymore. Nothing, anything.
I would like to say like the older guys like OMC and like like just all those
Shout out
guys.
OMC.
Shout out OMC, Lou and
Best
like
dudes ever.
and Bustos and like all those guys. I mean, they're just like the greatest, most friendly people in the world, and they've done so much for the scene, building DIY shit. Like
Yeah.
they've just done they've added spots
For
to
the
the
love.
scene.
Oh,
and
yeah.
created stuff and events. And to me, it's like, and somebody being from here, but seeing like where there wasn't really a DIY spots, and that over the past like since 2020, maybe even earlier, they were creating shit and they're adding shit that you want to go skate. That's still street. DIY is still street. Like I consider it street.
Yeah.
But it's like yo, like I mean, they've done so much, and I would just like to thank them in general, just because.
Oh yeah.
It's
Shout
so
out
awesome.
OMC.
Like
Chris
they're creating spots. Like we're not gonna wait around. We'll just build shit.
Yeah.
We don't need skate park funding or whatever. We're just gonna do shit DIY.
Yeah.
And they're so good at it, and also seeing their clips like Mario. I don't want to exclude
they all
anybody,
rip,
but
too.
yeah, they're ripping. They're out there doing it, and even if you're just fucking board sliding a fucking double-sided curb or slappies, like I love that shit. Boy George Strait and all those guys, I don't really move, but like all I mean, I don't want to exclude anybody, but everybody that's out there doing it. When I see the older cats still doing it and filming and like even clips on Instagram, I know we're gonna go right back to social media, but like that's inspiring to me. Is like somebody that's still skating. Like I see that and I get more hyped than seeing like Miles Silva or whatever in the fuck. I'm not trying to hate, but I get more hype from like seeing my local people that are still out there doing it. And even if they're the older than me, I'm like, yo, like yes, because that gives me like cool, like they're still just doing what I'm doing, and I know that I'll be there someday too, and like still doing it.
And dude, Chris Bustos really is like really is like a true like Johnny Appleseed of skating. Like he will. You know, he just wants to, like, he genuinely, it's not like he's not trying to be humble or some shit like that. He really actually just wants to do a spot and, like, have people come and rip it. And that gives him the satisfaction of actually contributing to the scene. Like, he, you know, like all of us, he feels that, he, you know, skating has given him so much that it's like, you know, you could never even the score, dude. Like skating's done so much for all of us. It's like all of us.
All of us.
Shout out Bustos.
Shout out Bustos.
Yeah, shout out Bustos.
Yeah, all those guys, super great.
I just can't sit on my seat.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just being. I'm an old man.
No, it's okay.
I'm not making this awkward, but I am.
Well, yeah, you know, we've just been chatting. There's we have this like conversation map. There's a couple more items to get through here. If you guys don't mind sitting in,
of course,
please
man.
feel free to comment and jive with us as we're just gonna work our way. We do
I'm jiving.
a monthly wrap up, and honestly, there's been so much shit going on in the merry month of May. We called it fucking contest season. We had our event at Rosedale. We had the fucking Rip the Ditch 2 at Sonic.
Part 2.
And we
Shout out
had
Ugly.
Sam's
Battle
Battle at the Bridge.
Battle at the Bridge.
And then the Deli premiere. There's just
Deli
it's been a crazy month. And so basically we thought we would just bite off what we could chew and know, and we were just going to say thanks and discuss a little bit about our event that we did, because we never really said how we never made our, we never had a, we're going to do a post-mortem on the fucking, the
5-year anniversary party.
Weenie Roast and annual. It's going to be an annual, y'all.
Yeah, we're gonna do it again next year.
We'll do it again next year. Right in the middle of May. Fuck it. The bowl was latex glazed over. So
Yeah, so Rosedale Skate Park's got it's got a pretty decent ball, but I think what happens is you get graffitied and the city just sends out their anti-graffiti people and they just use that crappy like latex paint. So that ball had layer after layer of this. Like you could rip it off and it was like an 1/8 inch thick of like
They're just
layers.
painting over it, but they're not
just
scraping
painting
it.
over
They're
it.
not. Yeah. Then
So we wanted to use that ball in our event, and so we went at it, hammer and tongs and paint scrapers and
paint scraped it up.
yeah, we got a lot of it done.
I
We
just
made it skatable. How about that?
I felt like it was such a waste to have there and not like use. It's like a proper gnarly grind line bowl, but
It's a gnarly bowl.
It's rad, dude.
Sick. It's perfect. It's go over vert too with the pool coping.
Yeah. and you got this latex problem. So I was like, flying by the seat of my pants. I'm like, we're gonna have a fucking bowl contest, and then it's like not skatable, but
You can see the paint
realize-
chipping right there. Yeah.
but you realize you could just peel it with your hand. And so we got there, and we basically by hand, but with some tools, some hand tools, scraped the shit out of it and made it like rideable, basically rideable, contest worthy. And it was, we did have an actual proper bowl contest, and it was like
Yeah.
fucking Ben Johnson came and fucking ripped it up. And
Sick, right? He's sick.
it was pretty great.
I think the thing is like the city just either the city workers go in and just repaint it, or you're doing community service and you're just repainting it. But they don't scrape; they just repaint.
Yeah.
And it's
yeah.
so it's getting layered and layered.
Yeah,
and
and
layered.
I mean that's just
What they're not gonna
they
go.
probably
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah,
and,
they don't know.
And again, like
whatever.
that, probably trying to use that whatever paint the city has, and it's
It's just
and
that.
it's more about
gray.
covering the graffiti. I think
It is.
with
Yeah,
them,
they just cover it and like yeah.
you know?
This is the bowl
Yeah,
contest
yeah.
that I made.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, but
Did-
it, as you can see, it ended up being skatable, and like it wasn't sketchy. It had just enough. You could go certain spots. Obviously, the latex was still there, but there was enough riding surface to like level out your rides.
Right
You
on.
know?
That's sick, man. Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good event.
It looks so much more mellow on film, and it's like kind of way more gnarly. You're like, yeah, it's gnarly. Yeah. I could drop in and kind of like 50 stall, 50 stall. But I'm not going to be getting air. I never learned how to get air out of vert, and I want to learn at some point.
I was pretty pumped that we
Yeah,
had,
it was there was some good shit.
yeah, we had some legitimate. I was worried it was gonna be a bowl contest, and there was a little bit of the back and forth. Like people using the shallow end as a mini ramp, whatever it happens. But I wanted to have an actual fucking bowl contest,
Yeah.
best line in the
Tarzan.
bowl, and Ben Johnson was hanging around.
Yeah, he's one of those that would.
And-
Absolutely.
And he was just looking things over. You could tell he was kind of like maybe itching to skate that day. The stars just aligned, and it was like, it felt like a fucking demo, Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got lucky on that.
I wonder if that's like a thing for like, cause the skate parks came to Texas and San Antonio like late. I mean, not Texas, but like parks weren't really getting built till like 2000. Like, so like our generation, like I remember like my first park going to was like the Southside Normal Oil, and it was like a quarter. And
Is
like,
that blue?
yeah,
what's
it's
it
like the
called, Blue?
prefab, no,
Oh yeah,
it's like prefab shit,
yeah.
and then springtime, and like that was it. But it
That
had
place
this.
is weird.
It had these giant like woodware like quarters back when like a long
Yeah.
time ago.
Remember, it was just a tennis court with. The original springtime was just a tennis court with like giant holes in it, and
That's no, I don't remember that. Yeah, that's
You
interesting.
don't remember
I
that?
didn't go there.
yeah, I
even bef-
skated when it was just.
I went when it was a park. Like I never like
No. It
officially.
was. I mean, technically,
Oh,
it was.
cool.
It was still a skate park, but no, it was like it was built on a tennis court,
Wow.
and there's like giant holes and shit in it, rocks and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, maybe you're
and
right.
then they
Yeah, it's
paved
so
over
long ago.
everything, but yeah.
I guess it's like what I'm saying is that I guess like the transition as far as parks it came
There's-
late to San
yeah, there's
Antonio. So
nothing.
even when I started skating, there was like no parks when I first started.
Sure, yeah.
So it was more like street, and then like I didn't know anybody that had backyard ramps. But in the '90s, a lot of these guys, Carter, like they were building backyard ramps and skating ramps and stuff. So, to see this, I mean, I don't know where I was going with that, but I guess it's like the kids have got more parks now, more vert shit. But our generation, I don't know how. I guess I'm just talking of whatever, but our generation, I just don't know what it's like to grow up with that kind of transition availability because there is so
Yeah.
much now. For the
Yeah.
most part, it's wow. Like my first time dropping in and learning how to do 50-50 saws on a quarter pipe was at LBJ. Like first when it was first there. Like that was my first time ever like
Yeah, it was the
learning
first
how
time.
to do that.
First time interacting with the pool.
I mean, I went to
that ball
Funtown.
is weird. Like
Yeah.
it almost
Funtown.
feels like it's built for BMX. There's like
It is
so
built.
much.
That's why so many BMXs
Oh, it is
go
okay
there.
because
Yeah.
it's so much flat.
Oh
at
no,
the
it's
bottom.
not built for BMX, but
Yeah,
BMXers love that spot. Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a sick event. It was a sick event at Rosedale,
Oh,
man.
thank
That was
you.
that
Yeah,
was great,
man.
man.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really cool, and then like, dude, I had a lot of fun, and you guys are barbecuing and stuff.
Yeah.
and-
We had
Chef-
Chef Lou.
yeah,
Chef
it
Shout
was
out
cool,
Lou,
dude.
sick
Shout
man.
out to Lou Dog, man. Yeah,
Signal.
Yeah.
and the new edition is sick. The new edition
I know.
they've
Oh, that's
added.
cool.
It
Yeah.
seriously opens it up.
I was
so
like,
much.
wow, yeah, yes, it gives it way more flow.
What do they have over
Yeah.
there? I haven't been.
They added like
Ledges
Yeah.
ledges.
and
Couple miniature handrails.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a little 5 or something.
It's weird, dude. Yeah, I think there's a 5.
I think there's a 5. Yeah.
There's like, it sounds weird. It's like is it a 2 or a 3?
It's like a 2. It's like a 2. There's
It's a 2, but you can hit it. It's a
Yeah.
big 2, so you can actually
long,
get
yeah.
on and slide it.
Yeah.
And the ledge
It's-
it's got one of those there's out ledges from
Okay,
the
yeah,
2
uh-huh.
and then out ledges to where like it goes to like a 5 or whatever.
All
It's
right.
an out ledges. So you get on low and then you'll come out like you'll
Yeah,
drop.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
And it's I like it. It was cool. I thought it was really sick.
Yeah, it totally opened up as a more like flow type of skater.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
not even that interested in like, oh, they added. I was like this, dude. I was like, oh, whatever. These fools added ledges. Like, why? Big whoop. What do I give a care? It totally opens up the whole flow of the park.
It does. Yeah.
It just
Because it was dangerous back in the day too, right?
What do you mean?
Like, like people like colliding and stuff, like in certain areas.
Rosedale.
I could see
I
that.
could see
I
that.
feel
yeah.
like wasn't that more of like a PA thing though? Because it all kind of
Oh, Rosa.
not PA. I'm sorry. What's the one on the south side?
Palo Alto?
Palo Alto, right?
Yeah.
No,
That's
not
PA.
Palo Alto.
No.
No. The other one.
Oh,
Martinez.
the one way
South
out
side?
there,
Purcell?
Lackland and shit.
Lackland
Lackland?
Terrace or whatever. Like
No,
that's
no.
oh.
It's by Lackland Air Force Base. The one right there. What? God damn it!
Duck.
Sam
Duck
always
Pond?
goes there all the time back. Not Duck Pond, no. It's the one that it all goes. It's got that big fun box with the long flat bar, and then it's got a bunch of shit. But they got that water park thingy there too.
Oh, Pearsall.
Pearsall. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Pearsall.
Pearsall. Yeah.
Pearsall.
Yeah.
Pearsall kind of X's. It kind of all can kind of X in. towards
Sure.
The center.
Yeah.
It kind of go. That's where I felt like it was maybe more. You were thinking a little
I
bit
feel
dangerous.
like-
Every more Pearsall.
Yeah.
There's not
in
too
my
much
opinion.
crash up factor at Pearsall to me though, because I feel like there's so much room to maneuver. You're like, oh shit, there's a kid, and you're like shift. You're like change. It's kind of like it's like Mario Kart or something.
Well,
You're
we're
like,
pretty.
"Ah,
Skaters are pretty good at. We're pretty good at navigate. We're pretty good at navigating around like
Yeah.
Should have a section of like skate charades where like we try to describe a park or a spot.
Oh,
Skate charades,
it's
yeah.
like-
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
can do it right now. You want to try it? Go ahead.
Yeah. Hayes is definitely collision.
Grab the mic.
The kids were in our way at the skate park, and then she's like yelling at us. It's like, well, what is it? Playground? I guess I'll go skate the streets where I'm meant to be. It's
Yeah.
remind me that I'm not supposed to be in a skate park because I'm not a caged animal.
Fucking A. I think I might have to have a Hulk Hogan beer if
They're communal.
just for the sake of it.
Are you a real American? I'm
yeah.
a
That's
real
debatable.
American.
So yeah, we had a party there at Rosedale.
Amanda actually brought us a cake.
Yep, it was awesome.
Yeah,
It was awesome. It was flattering.
because it wasn't an anniversary party.
That was
I unfortunately missed
That's-
that first part. I was at the
Oh,
Central
okay.
thing after.
How many-
It
Yeah,
was
I
at a
missed.
skate park. Well, that was the day that I met you. Actually,
yeah,
dude.
that's
yeah.
the-
No, that was fun at the Central after party.
Yeah.
That was such a fun day.
It was, dude. I had a great
Yeah, it
time. I got
was.
all
Good.
Great
nice and
turnout.
drunk and fun.
I was all
Yeah.
trying to
Feel
skate
good
after.
drunk, not-
Everybody was already like skated out. I was like, I'm trying to skate. And everybody's like,
Yeah.
we're getting all fucked
Who,
up now, dude. You missed
There
it.
were some tables propped up at the event.
Yeah, we
Wanna
had.
shout out some of those
yeah.
folks.
I should, and I do, and real quick, I want to say though, real quick, before we get to that, this just in,
Okay.
Mario has to say, Bustos and OMC got some plans for spots and repairs all over the city, and Mario says, come on out and mix the Crete.
Sick.
awesome.
And we got Saya. Shout out to Saya, tuning in all the way from Mexico. He says, what up? And Sam says there's nothing wrong with skate parks! Exclamation point. Like 7 million exclamation points. Yeah, may I try a Hulk Hogan beer?
Hold
just
on,
'cause,
I'm sorry to interrupt, but this
Thank
is
Yeah,
Mongo Chatter
take
is
this
sponsored by
opportunity.
Real American Beer
Hey,
today.
I don't see
Hulk
Hulk Hogan's
Hogan.
name on this
Thank you,
thing,
Hulk
though.
Hogan.
Well, actually, it's funny that you mentioned that, Zane, because at the Central After Party that we were talking about, it was sponsored by St. Arnold, and we had free beer sponsored by St. Arnold,
The same patron of beer.
and they've been good enough to send us beers when we've done these after hours. So, and you know what's funny about that? I'll tell you what. I actually do love their beer. I always buy their lawnmower fucking beer.
Shit's
that
strong as
low
fuck.
ABV.
It's
No,
good.
It's the low ABV one, the lawnmower.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's dad beer.
I like them all. They're good. They taste good. They get me fucked up. Like I'm chill. They're crafty. I like them. Those 9.5s are
That's when you're doing
dangerous,
that
but
one
they're
slide,
fun.
right?
I'm
It's
still.
good.
It's good, right?
Pretty good. Cheers. It's Hulk Hogan has his own beer, huh?
I don't see his name on it, but
You had us on. I had to show.
I think it
something.
insinuates.
it's
that
insinuating a
Hogan,
Hulk Hogan kind of thing.
but that's
It's
cool.
gimmicky, right?
We love a good gimmick
Is
here.
it a little smoother than like a Bush? Would you say?
No.
Hey.
It's way better than that. It's golden. It's
He's
like
about
a
to get kicked off the
golden
team
ale.
right now.
God, I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying. Not, they think I'm hating on Bush. Anyway.
Keep it up.
Maybe Bush will be inclined to do a Signal Life collab.
Well, yes, as Simon mentioned, we did have some rad sponsors at that event that I should shout out, and my homie Mike, who does Ideas Clothing Company. Those guys are awesome. They were good enough to send us some swag to put in the packages for the peeps.
Cool shirt.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, my buddy does it. He's been doing it. Dude, he's been doing it for years and years. Like it's funny. It's like I'd say it's like it's a labor of love. It's like I don't want to say it's small time, but he works and he's a full-time dad. So he just puts out these designs in his downtime. He doesn't do fantasy football. In his downtime, he just makes fucking cool shit, clothes and whatnot. And
That's
yeah,
dope.
shout out to Ideas Clothing Company.
Reminds me of Idea,
What's up?
the artist. Idea, the rapper.
Yeah,
He was
spelled
sick.
the same. Yeah,
Rest in
he
peace.
passed away, right?
Rest in peace. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was dope.
I saw him on a HBO like Def Jam freestyle battle. That's how I first became aware
Must
of
be
him.
way back when, right?
In
Yeah.
like the late '90s.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's sick.
Yep. And the homie, the Full Send Wax.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out Full Send.
Yeah, we did a slappy contest, so it was cool to be able to be like Full Send sponsors the slappy contest.
Yeah, we have a collaboration with him coming out pretty soon.
Oh, sick.
Oh, rad, sick. That's fucking dope. Small world, even smaller skate world. Also, we had Psyop Skateboards was in the place. Selling, and I like that. It's like Texas made by a skateboarder in Texas. I can get down with that. And actually, the wood is pretty sturdy and sound. I fucking checked out that. The homie Dalton's riding one of those.
Oh,
if I'm
cool.
not mistaken. And of course, Jason B with the Jaguar Collegiate Skateboarding. He was there too, supporting and doing his thing.
Yeah, shout out Jason B.
Yeah, he's been a presence. The chat's going off today. He's not in the chat today, but he's been a fucking force. Chat, previous episodes. But yeah, we did have a slappy contest, and there's an edit in there. Will should be like slappy edit, something like that. Oh, you got shit queued up. I see. Yeah. Oh, it's cool. We're supposed to talk longer about what we do than each thing, right? Is that
Well, that's
right?
on a delay too. We've got a screen.
Oh,
right
yeah.
there. So you got to remember it's like 10 seconds
Who's
behind. It's like a
who's
timer.
John's? Okay, cool. My favorite.
Yeah,
skate of
so
all time.
we picked Rosedale for the party. Both of us are kind of big fans of it. I think it's a grind line made park, but anyway,
Yeah.
And we kind of chose to avoid the sort of like ledgy street skating. We had 3 contests. The ball we talked about, Slappy, and there's that gnarly, we call it the seawall.
Yeah.
And so we had 3 contests. I don't know. I think we're on a delay here. So what I'm watching, here's part of the Slappy contest. And that was
Yeah, this is an edit.
your thoughts on the Slappy contest?
It was cool. It was,
Oh, sick.
I mean, as far as a Mongochatter event goes, I don't think we're gonna do like a fucking best trick hip skating or ledge or something like that. So yeah, we did the gnarliest seawall, best line in the bowl, and the Slappy contest. And I liked how you didn't really sign up for it. It was just like if you did a trick, if you did a Slappy, you were in the contest, and everyone was kind of going for it. Every caliber and stripe of skater was kind of chopping it up. This shit is new too, by the way, Josh. These ride-on Slappy curbs. That's a new part of it.
There was dude, I think that last dude, well, I guess we're on a delay, so it won't make sense with the folks at home. But anyway, there was dudes that didn't really skate curbs that were trying and like getting it and
Sorry
yeah.
to cut you off. That was the winner though, right there. That last one.
yeah.
We don't know that dude's name either. Too. We were trying. Do you guys know who that is?
I missed the clip.
Anyway, sorry. What were you saying?
Oh, it was cool to see people try like slappies or curb skating for the first time and getting it.
That's
I thought
insane.
That was cool. Yeah.
I can't slappy for shit. It's so hard to learn. I have to ollie in.
It-
Like,
It doesn't make sense, right?
I can like slappy crook, like where you just go into crook. That's
yeah,
easier.
Yeah.
Is that because of the little skirt? Like, there's a little kind of
I guess
a
it's
half
it's
an ollie to it.
I guess like coming from like my era, like it was more like ollieing and shit, and then like
Yeah.
maybe that like, slappies was that like an old old school
Yeah.
thing?
It was.
But like it's back in fashion, so then
Yeah,
having to
yeah.
learn it and like
Yeah.
Well,
dude-
I think some people are always doing it. Like you're a Black Label dude.
Some
like
people
Jason
always
Adams
did
was
it.
always
Sure,
doing
yeah,
that
Jason
shit.
Adams
yeah.
always. Yeah.
There's
But
like
I
some
wasn't-
guys that were like,
yeah.
wait, they
Sti-
stayed with it because they knew it was the shit.
I went to Jason Adams'
not that
wedding.
it went away
Shout
for
out.
like the pro like. But like as far
Long
as like
story.
feeling like I need to learn it, I was like everybody was doing it and like they're doing it to like crooks and shit. I'm like wow, like it's so in fashion. It's cool. It's hard to learn. I'm working on them, and even like wallies. I've never been like learned how to wall. Like, I can
Yeah.
kind of wally, but I don't know. I came from like that 2000 like Muska
Yeah.
like
yeah.
rail.
I
rails and
like
sand,
I think I like doing
zero.
Everyone was
slappies.
Ollie too, right?
Yeah, I don't remember like people, but
Yeah,
it's
you
such a cool trick, and it's so
Yeah.
valid, and it's so cool and fun, and you can do a lot with it. And I need to learn them. They're hard.
That's the homie
I'm
that
still
I'm
struggling to learn.
I didn't get slappies down until
So I think I
could always
will.
do slappy nose slides, but last year I finally like clicked for me. I'm like, oh shit, like this is better than popping into the thing. I can't do like the parallel ones. I have to come like straight and then like slam into it, like that.
Yeah,
like-
Someone told me one time as a hack or a golf tip, you could like do an S turn kind of just before you slappy, kind of make an S.
Yeah.
That's helpful, I guess. I don't know. I think it's one of those things where you throw a lot of shit into sticks, and it's crazy.
and this one
'cause-
works for you, right?
You gotta find what works for you. Yeah.
And like slappy's an easy trick, and it's like low impact and all that, but it can be vicious, dude. It can pitch you the other way.
Yeah.
And like, no.
Obviously, you
Especially when you're learning them, or going fast, or don't have enough wax, or something like that.
and when you do them, do you like frontside or backside? Both.
I definitely think I like frontside better if they feel better. Most people are way better at frontside. Backside slappy's kind of elusive. Mine, I just do a little like I kind of carve the curve. I don't really lock in.
Yeah.
No, frontside you can kind of lock.
You
in,
know
or
who's-
I can lock in. a
You know
little
who's
better.
does? Shout out to Nicholas, man. He
Nick does some
the.
really good slappies.
He's been doing those backside slappy 50-50s.
Yeah.
and he
and-
comes.
and I
He
can't
comes.
even-
Lock it.
he
and shit
come-
like
he
No,
that.
he,
comes parallel,
he goes in and
too.
he hits it. Well, I don't know how he goes in. Is it?
No, he comes like I have to come like where you like come straight on.
and he
He
goes
comes,
like next,
parallel and just
kind of next to it.
Yeah.
runs into it.
He's been getting those, and to be fair, it's great to see his progression. He's gotten good, and he's all like playing basketball half the time, and I'm just like, Are you skating in secret? Because like you're just getting like good at skating too. Like not that he was like bad, but he was like somebody that revisited skating in his now as an adult. He took I think he took a pretty big break.
Yeah.
He came back into it, which is cool to see people come back to it. But I've seen him progress, get better, better. I'm like, God damn, dude, you're fucking slap. I can't even slap you. That's gnarly.
That's sick.
Just to say, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the street freak Lou.
Yeah, Lou.
It's funny. At Signal Life, he met Lou at the same ditch, right? I call it Lou ditch.
Haby ditch. Yeah. Haby.
Yeah, I met Lou there.
Okay.
I met Lou at the same ditch that Josh met Lou at. So that's part of the signal too. Is that ditch?
I skated with him.
It's off San Pedro.
Oh, I might have met him there too, actually. I might have met him at the slap in the box.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, off of
That place
Fredericksburg.
over
I
by
used to-
Brainwave Records.
I used to live down the street from there. Yeah.
There he is in his natural habitat.
Yeah.
Big
That's
Lou.
him.
Big Lou. Yeah, we were just chilling under the bridge at Hemisphere, or not Hemisphere.
That's a great photo.
That is a great photo.
Yeah, I
Is that
remember
a
one.
Nick photo?
What's that? Oh,
Is that a Nick photo?
that one's me.
Oh, that's you.
Oh, that's you?
Okay.
Yeah,
Sick.
the one of the few that I do. Yeah, I was like, hey, can I take a picture of you? And he's yeah. So what do I do? And I was like, I don't know, just chill, man. Just chill.
Just be Lou.
Just be Lou, man.
Be the street freak.
Lou being Lou.
Will, do you have the footage from the seawall? Or do we?
Yeah,
threw that
yeah.
up-
We
throw that up there?
no. There's this. Thank you. There's a seawall edit. I wonder if we can even get away with the sound on for this. As far as the edit
You
goes.
want to like?
You're looking for
JPEG.
Jojo Seawall.
something like that.
Is that the person?
What?
Jojo Seawall.
No, I made the damn
never mind.
thing.
I thought you were. No TikTok. Okay.
Yeah.
Rosa.
Get it. No, I got it here. Yeah. Well,
If it's not there. Anyway.
no.
yeah.
I made the damn thing. I want to watch it.
Okay,
Can I
alright.
text it to you, Will? Real quick, or is that possible? I don't think it is, my friend. I think I dropped the ball on that. It's right here.
Oh,
Email.
damn.
She's like a meme or something.
Sorry. Sorry, everyone.
Anyway, I don't know. I had the idea. We call it the captain's choice. Like just whatever goes down on that seawall thing, and it was pretty awesome. Even like the local kids got into it, and so it was sort of again everybody had their own shit they were doing. Nobody was really biting on anybody else's thing, and it was a cool event. The homie Ian, I think, ended up winning it, and I think he did a frontside tail slide over the channel part of it. Yeah. Yeah, long blonde hair. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I'd ever met him until that day. Yeah, he killed it. I bet everyone killed it. Like Tarzan was doing like Miller flips and shit, and yeah. Yeah, you had to pick somebody.
Somebody goes over just a little bit more.
Yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun.
Do it to the guy, the one who's trying the hardest. Don't give it to that.
I don't know. I don't know what the criteria is.
It's all in good fun.
Yeah.
I had to physically airdrop
Yeah,
the
mail
clip
it
to
to
Will. Shout out to Will over there. fucking
Yeah,
holding
doing-
us down.
Hey, big
Doing
Will.
God's
Good
work
stuff.
behind the
Yeah,
table.
producing is hard.
Yeah. Got you all fooled.
That's also yeah.
It's better than that Rogan guy they have on Rogan that did. What's his name, Jamie? Their name Jamie.
I never watched Rogan, so I don't know, but
Never. I don't even
Yeah.
know the guest. If the
Oh,
guest is
okay,
like the guest,
okay.
I'll watch.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all. That's all. I
Has
care
Hulk
about.
Hogan been on there?
Probably.
Definitely,
Yeah,
right?
that's fine.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened with Hulk Hogan and his kids? Didn't he had a something, right? I think he kind of wanted to fuck his daughter.
Hopefully.
You ever watch that show?
He's a true Southerner.
Remember that his show? Or like they like they were into each other, kind of.
Well, the controversy was he said the N-word during a sex tape or something.
Wow.
What? During a sex tape? He
Yeah.
said that?
Yikes. Yeah.
In what context, I don't know, but like that was apparently the whole thing.
There's never a appropriate time to say that word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's not. Of course,
But
Yeah.
we don't
Sex tape,
condone.
yeah.
No, I feel like
Especially because of
right?
our skin
Remember in
color.
Clerks, the guy's like, people say a lot of fucking crazy shit during sex. You know, I'm not condoning that sort of thing, but I'm just saying I feel like in a sex tape,
On paper,
that's a bizarre
sounds
place
yeah.
for that to
insane.
occur. To me,
That's
it's
why in
somehow
context,
less,
I don't know
it's
what the
somehow
fuck that
less
meant.
offensive that it's in a sex tape. Does anyone else feel like that, or am I out of my mind?
I don't know. It's just funny to me.
That's why, because it's so bizarre. It's like,
Yeah, why would that come up? Yeah.
Then the fact it's like portrayed for all of us too. Like, hey, this is what he's doing in the bedroom.
yeah.
Are you trying to bring up the Hulk Hogan file?
No,
Trying to bring up the Hulk Hogan file?
the Hulk Hogan.
I don't have it named on this clip.
Yep. The
Anyway, we'll find it. We'll find it. So then I think I saw everybody at the after party at Central.
Yeah, I saw you there.
Yeah.
Bonds.
Bonds. Yeah.
And I was
Oh,
I was
Bonds, yeah,
tech
yeah,
decking
yeah.
at Bonds.
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
But yeah, we're
So I
gonna do it
suck so
again
bad
next
at
year.
skating, I got a tech
I
deck.
think we're always gonna stick with Rosedale,
Okay.
but I don't know. We'll find out if that's gonna be the plan. But yeah, we're gonna do it every year. Okay. All right. That's where it's at. Yeah. So where you guys are going filming after this, huh?
Yes, we're gonna film drunk and buzzed right now.
Yeah, we're not. The alcohol's not
Yeah.
helping, but we'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
Did y'all get all the like permits like to do like the
No,
vending?
we just barged it.
It was chill. Yeah.
Yeah.
When
yeah.
when Sammy did Battle of Barracks, like the cops came out and were
That's
like,
what I heard.
yeah, they were like, oh, like the vendors, you didn't get the vending included in the permit. I could be wrong.
Wow.
Sam would probably clarify it for me, but so we had to like have the vendors move just outside the property, just outside where we were like right there at the entrance.
Yeah.
So they just moved outside. But that's gnarly though. It went down smooth. I don't know why these cops rode up and it was
Yeah,
like
why
a
is
big
it a
thing.
cop thing?
Yeah, I think at Hayes, maybe a neighbor called the police.
Oh, I'm sure that's what it is.
I wonder if it
right?
was because
Yeah.
there was construction too, because they had the guys on like these lifts, like they were still fixing shit. Like,
We were actually, I was like back to the.
Oh, you were
scraping
there,
the
yeah.
Bowl thing, like a few days before our event, I was going crazy because it was Bustos' wedding was the next like.
Oh, the day before.
Yeah.
The night
Before, yeah.
before, yeah.
And I.
shit wasn't invited
There
to.
was all this. It was what's up?
Those donuts they had at Central.
Oh, well, he brought some of the donuts left over from his wedding. Yeah.
Beautiful sermon, by the way. I was there for that.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Loved it.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
It was a time crunch though. Yeah, I officiated his wedding. It was a time crunch. So I was like scraping the thing and I was like posting and like adding like at the San Antonio Parks and Rec. Like I wanted them to come and have a conversation about the latex paint. And I actually have I know someone who is like works for a news affiliate or whatever. So I contacted her and she was like, oh, I was like, this is the story. I'm like, yo, I'm here fucking scraping this bowl. We got an event. It's like Parks and Rec, they put fucking latex paint that's hazardous to skateboarders on the skate park. That's your story. So I was kind of going crazy trying to make that shit happen. And like, fucking what?
Nothing happened with the story thing.
Yeah,
With
they
the
didn't.
news?
They didn't respond
No.
back to that. No.
Killer cat.
No.
That's a good
That's
story
what
about
happened.
like skateboarders taking initiative. Because I think there's like a whole thing that we're still like I don't know what the thing is with like we're lazy or we're destructive and stuff, and we're over
Yeah,
here
yeah,
like
absolutely.
building things and creating communities and doing
Yeah.
positive things.
I thought the story was like, look, you guys are going over graffiti in these bowls with a latex paint. It's
Yeah.
actually harmful.
Hmm.
And so rather than like, we're trying to do good, like
Yeah.
people are trying to have an event and they're here scraping it out by themselves by hand with fucking gardening tools.
Yeah. 100-degree weather.
Because-
yeah, yeah.
The city is just fucking going over with paint. So yeah, I think that's how we got on this topic was of permits and stuff. I wasn't trying to hide from them at all. As a matter of fact, I wanted them to know what we were doing.
Yeah, your presence.
But it didn't work. The news didn't come. Fucking. But we skated the bowl, so. that was
Yeah.
cool. And we skated the seawall, which we now have the fucking edit for. Sorry about all that tomfoolery, y'all. Guy has 2 sips of fucking Hulk Hogan beer.
Okay, so, but our screen
It's
is
fun.
probably like 10 to 15 seconds behind
Can
everybody
you feel
else.
it,
so
brother?
Give us a minute and take a look, right?
Yeah. The next thing that you see that's moving video will be the seawall.
They're probably already watching
Put
it.
that
yeah,
way.
yeah.
Oh, I see. Well, good for them.
Yeah.
Hope they're
Yeah.
enjoying. They can hear this one, or no? Oh fuck. Okay.
Yeah, so like
That
some
was
of like
the best.
yeah, some of the neighborhood kids were like trying it too.
We might have to watch
Yeah.
this twice.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we can watch it twice with the sound on or something. Maybe we might as well. It's the world premiere of this edit. That's what this. This is. I'm surprised this kid didn't win.
No, that's my favorite
Yeah.
trick actually.
You see what he did there?
Yeah.
We'll watch it again and again and again because I think I just.
I like his style. He was a good skater. He had good. You know what? That kid was at the fucking Battle of the Bridges. That's where I remember. He's
Everywhere. His mom got mad because Brian Gordon got a Mongochatter tattoo and he pulled down his pants to show everyone. And right as that was happening, she was like rolling up on the seat. So here's this man with a fucking
Yeah.
Just showed it.
And
What's
skateboarders,
going
we're
on?
gonna pull our pants down. Yeah.
yeah, that angle was.
Well, if you watch Mongochatter's podcast, you know we're good people.
Yeah. Okay. Now just watch for this one trick that's coming up. This is the best trick. Surprises did. Oh,
That dude's so psyched we're listening to ZZ Top.
it's okay. We're not professional fucking podcasters, you know. We do this for the love. You guys can fucking I guess if you are watching this, subscribe while you're here. Like and subscribe. Yeah, because
There's t-shirts too, right? Mongochatter.
oh yeah,
t-shirts?
that's right. Thank you for reminding me. We do have shout out to Jeff Wheeler and also Jesse House. Notes.
I think we're done with the notes.
We're done with the
Psyched we're
notes.
listening to ZZ
I
Top.
wanted to stamp them on the desk like a news.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's okay. What it? This is a shirt. You can DM us and buy one if you want.
Love
Or
that design. Who did?
admire it from
Or even
afar.
if you don't want, you can still buy one.
yeah.
If your mom makes you,
You could send it to someone as a mean, dirty prank.
yeah.
I don't know. That's pretty much what I got
Yeah, that's. I think that's
for
the
the merry
conversation.
month of May. You got
Shout out to Will, like all these mics and
Yeah.
dealing with
with us.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Me.
dude. Podcasting is hard.
yeah.
I used to produce a little bit for a couple of podcasts, and yeah, it was every time
Was
setting
it a
up.
was it a train wreck nightmare like this?
Oh, I mean, this is great, dude. This is honestly like this is legit. Every
Thanks,
time I
man.
did it, like it was just always on the spot. You guys, like I was like a mobile podcast studio, so it was even more of a headache.
I think we over prepare. I think sometimes we
Yeah.
prepare so much that it get caught up on little things where we got to learn to be a little bit more fluid and
Yeah, it's
but
like
to be
yeah.
fair, this is only the 5th one that we've done, and this is kind of like a pop-up style over here. We've been doing them at Will's place, which is a little bit easier for him technically,
Yeah.
and so
No, this is great,
yeah,
man.
shout
You-
out to Will. Thank you, sir,
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it, man.
for making this happen, and thank
It's
you
hard
guys
work.
for coming over here on
Thank you for having
Sunday
us, man.
morning and shit
Yeah.
like that.
Thank you for the
Being,
hospitality. It's been great. You know, it's been really cool.
Open your opinions and views, clips and photos. And I have a bunch of stuff. I'll make some type of content with all this. I got a whole folder of cool clips, photos. So yeah, do you got anything? Closing remark?
No, I'm excited for what Josh and everybody else involved with Josh is doing. And like I said, I aesthetically it's super unique. Feels like it comes from here. Feels like it comes from the heart. And
Thank you.
I
Appreciate
think
that.
I think it's cool.
Really appreciate that. I really
Yeah.
do. Thank you.
No,
Yeah.
it struck me as something like we've said, refreshing and unique. Yeah, it struck me. I'm not saying I'm some jaded old fucking bitter fuck, but I've seen a lot of shit, so it's like, yeah, people do brands, but I for whatever reason, a lot of different reasons, I like this one.
Thank you.
What?
Yeah, man. We do it with love. Like it's all love.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
not trying to make money. We're not trying to make our name. We're not trying to make a statement or anything really. We're just trying to have fun. Skate. Just skate.
Yeah.
Just skate.
Hell yeah.
Support your friends. Look after your friends too. Mental health too is another thing
Yeah.
that we're trying to focus on.
Yeah.
Like, like it's a big thing that we don't talk about because we're all dudes and you know how it is. But yeah, support your friends. Check on your friends. Yeah. All that. You want to say something?
Zane, you got nothing?
Take us out with a rap, Zane.
Alpha, Data, Zeta. But
No freestyle.
Yeah, dude, bust a rhyme. Come on. Yeah, look at the way you hold that mic.
I'd just like to add to what Josh said, man. I think it's really I'm thankful for what Josh is doing. He started the brand. He's definitely got like a great. He's an art director of this. I mean, this is his whole thing, his whole project, and he's taking a really cool direction. The graphics are sick.
Yeah, they are.
I'm not just saying that to say that. I mean,
Yeah.
the graphics are sick.
Isn't there a
like-
deck? Isn't there a deck here? I thought I saw?
yeah, there's
wanna show
there's
one?
decks
Do you wanna-
around.
Yeah.
He's done like some really cool stuff. He's just got a really good eye for that kind of thing, and I think that's really awesome. Pretty stoked for him doing the brand, and we have a graphic. Yeah,
Oh, that's sick. Yeah. Cruiser
I
shape.
love the holographic kind of thing.
8.5 and all that stuff.
He's got a mic right there.
You got that signal art,
Yeah.
PNG signal art one.
You talking to Will?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got signal boards.
Yeah, he's got a good eye for stuff, and I'm stoked on what he's doing. And he's like, "Yo, you want to ride and film him something down? Just be part of his project, and it's fun."
It
And
also wouldn't exist without all these dudes. So
right on.
you know.
And yeah, I think Josh is right. Mental health thing, take care of your friends, call your friends, just ask them if they're okay. Bring your friends out skating.
Oh,
Then if their old friends used to skate, let's just go to the park. Anywhere. Let's just go ride. Bomb Hill,
Yeah.
Bomb Hill's not countries, right?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Uncle Sam would say otherwise.
Is that the rival brand?
Oh,
Uncle
yeah.
Sam,
Uncle Sam.
That's one of my sponsors, unfortunately.
One of my sponsors.
Hulk Hogan skateboards.
Yeah.
They're low frequency.
Yeah.
Uncle Sam is very low frequency typos. All right, well, I guess that's it for the merry month of May. Thanks, everyone.
Hey, thanks for
Uh,
us. And Josh, thanks for
watching.
letting me be a part of the project.
chatting and being here with us.
Yeah, shout out everyone in the chat for Jumping in.
physically and spiritually.
Josiah, all the way from Mexico.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
Mexico
we
for
got-
sure.
We got
That's
some
sick.
international shit going on.
Yeah. And thank you guys once again, John. And Mongochatter, everyone, the whole crew. It's so great being out here. Thank you for having us. This was
Yeah, you guys are dope.
it was cool seeing. This is a very professional setup. I might say it's really cool. It's inspiring. You guys are awesome.
Oh, thanks, man. We're just, you know, you paint yourself into a corner sometimes with these hobbies, you know.
Yeah.
you,
Right.
you have to,
Feel the
you
walls
have to
closing.
do a good job because you're talking too much shit not to.
Yeah, that's you manifesting, right? That's you bringing it out to exist.
Now we gotta go skate.
Yeah, we gotta go skate now.
That's the real
You ready for the loop? You're ready for the loop.
Oh no.
Alright. We're gonna do the Hayes Street.
Oh, we're gonna go do the Hayes loop. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll put that on the June episode.
I'll film.
All right. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Take care.
Take us out, Will.
Oh yeah, you got the tunes?
Mongochatter. 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 Mongochatter.